was talking at lunch today.
I don't recall getting the invite for lunch.
Well, actually, we just happened to show up at the same place. It just happened.
Just happened to leave me out. All right, that's
fine. But we were talking at lunch. One of my concerns is the story on Dylan Johnson. Last week he injured his right wrist arm area, and I talked with him on the sidelines briefly, and he said, I think I may have cracked it again. Well, right now we don't know, and I'm going to try to meander down to the sidelines and see if I can get some information on that, and I'll pass it on to you. But man, that's a bit integral part of not only the offense but the defense as well.
If I'm not mistaken, Dylan will be out tonight. He's got that hand is hurt, but it's interesting how things happen. Braylon Sanders comes back from an injury right there, and he's ready to go tonight, and he'll be there at the quarterback position.
Well, Tony, and you know this, my gut says.
Visit WG Health. West Georgia Health. So healthy together.
You're listening to Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com. The action continues now with more Callaway Cavalier football.
Welcome back to Callaway Cavalier Football. Jack Mormon, Tony Walls, Greg Hicks, Coleman Vice making us all sound good. Our appreciation our folks back at the station as well. And we're ready to bring you another great ball game. We're about 20 minutes from kickoff here at Callaway Stadium, and we've had a chance to have some of the officials here from the greater Atlanta area. So, again, that happens in the playoffs. You don't get the officials from your area. You get the folks from other regions,
right.
which makes sense. You want to make sure nobody's got a dog in the hunt as they got there. Of course, now I think that they were just trying to see how much laundry they could put on the field at the end of the ball game last week as we had the Hart County game. That was a ball game that Hart County got within a touchdown of coming back in that contest. But tell you what, Coach Wiggins does a great job of encouraging these guys to deal with adversity, come back from it, and they did that, rolling up another 3 touchdowns in that fourth quarter.
You're exactly right, Jack, and that's one of the big things about that win. Every time Hart County would make a move, Callaway would respond with a move of their own. They'd go get a touchdown or answer a score from Hart County, and showed their resiliency last week. And tonight a little bit different little scenario. Hart County was really big, and they were quick, had some good speed. And tonight you're going to see some kids that. It's bad when we say a 6'2", 230 kid's small. That's not small to me.
No.
But last week they had 3 nose tackles that were 300 pounds. Tonight, Westminster brings a nose tackle in. It's 285, 6'3". So there's some size there. Really well coached kids, and they know how to win. So it's going to be up to the Cavaliers tonight to take care of the football, just like we say each week. Jack, turnovers will be critical, and continue to play the type of defense that they played the last 2 or 3 weeks.
Reflect back on Hart County last week. They hit quick. They were able to score early in that contest, but then our defense just took over. It just swarmed them. I don't think they had another first down in the first half.
Well, Jack, we talked about that first play, and that was just a great call by the Hart County coaching staff. They ran a little jet sweep pass and really caught us defending the jet sweep, and the receiver got behind us for about 60 yards down inside the 10, and the next play they score, and 30 seconds into the game, Cavaliers are down by 7. But to their credit, they answered with a long touchdown drive of their own to tie the game, and then they went on, of course, to win last week. But tonight's a different night, different set of circumstances. Glad to be here at Callaway Stadium on this turf. This time of year. On these grass fields, boy, it's really taking a beating. And
we saw that in the region championship game with Central. That was a muddy field, and it really took away one of our great strengths, which is our speed.
Yeah,
and we had to slosh through that thing.
You're right, Jack, and the kids really enjoy playing on this turf. They're about half step quicker, and they enjoy being in this environment, in this setting, and the music coming to them, and so it's a big deal to be playing here a week before Thanksgiving.
Wow, that's an amazing thing. Thank you. Of course, and a lot of these kids also celebrating that school's out for a week. I know I'm celebrating that. Your wife, Danette's celebrating that as well.
It's a good thing going on right now.
Yes,
Jack.
it is. Yes, it is. A lot of celebration. We'll talk more about this ball game. Tell you more about Westminster. When we come back, let's take our second break as we're listening to Callaway Cavalier football right here on Eagle Sports.
In the game of football, it takes the skill and effort of a team to reach the goal line. At Commercial Bank and Trust, we know it takes the same kind of teamwork to help you reach the goal of financial security. That's why we offer a team of professionals who are dedicated to providing effective game-winning financial solutions. You'll get the expertise you need from people you know and trust. Commercial Bank and Trust, a division of the Synovus Bank, member FDIC. Flu season is upon us, and we would like to invite you to get your flu shot from Holmes Pharmacy. If you have Medicare or insurance, it could be free. And if you have a big group of 10 or more that would like to get their flu shot, call Holmes Pharmacy, and we can come to you.
Hi, I'm Perry Prather, pharmacist at Holmes Pharmacy. So drop by Commerce Avenue in LaGrange, Georgia. We have your flu shot ready. So come see me or any of my fine staff at Holmes Pharmacy today.
There's a secret to beating injuries or ailments. Get the right team. Emory Southern Orthopedics' well-trained, experienced doctors, nurses, and staff are that team. These teammates listen and understand your specific condition and provide high-quality hometown care that will get you back into your game. For more information about Emory Southern Orthopedics team, visit www.southernorthopedic.com.
That could add up to 40% and actually help you get ahead. Call State Farm Agent Matt Orr in LaGrange today and get to a better state. State Farm. Discounts may vary state to state.
You're listening to Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.
We'll get you back into your game. For more information about Emory Southern Orthopedics team, visit www.southernorthopedics.com.
Now back to the field for more Callaway Cavalier football on Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.
Beautiful job by the young ladies from the Callaway Chorus. They've been doing that for a number of ball games this year, Tony. And tell you what, especially after all the events that have taken place over the past week or so, as we think about those that are in harm's way, it's so nice to have them to have that wonderful moment there with the flag down the field and bringing us all together.
You're right, Jack. They've done a great job all year for us doing the national anthem, and as you said before, it's exciting to and it's important. It's important for us to remember the things that we take for granted sometimes, and those young ladies did a good job with that rendition.
And always it makes me think about those that have served our country. We've celebrated veterans in several different ways over the past week, a week or so. But I do thank all of those who've taken time to serve our country in so many different ways. We're talking about this ball game tonight. Sorry about the technical difficulties we had a few moments ago as the Callaway Cavaliers are taking on Westminster. Westminster comes in 7-4 right now. They were 6-4 in the regular season, but they're a team that has probably underachieved in a couple of places. They had a couple of ball games where their quarterback was out, where their running back was out. But they've got a couple of big weapons on the offensive side, Tony.
Yeah, Jack, you mentioned they got off to sort of a slow start. They were 3-2 in their first 5 games. They they beat Lovett, but then they lost to Laney and Elbert County and Farrell of Atlanta, and then they also lost to Blessed Trinity, who's number 2 team in the state, if I'm not mistaken. So, but they've won 4 in a row now. They seem to be peaking at the right time. And you mentioned a couple of their players, Jack. They're led by number 12, quarterback Rankin Woolley. He's, as Coach Napier says, he's the straw that stirs the drink, and everything goes through him.
Right.
And also they're led by number 32, Zay Malcolm. He's a running back, a little guy. He's 5'5", 165, but he's also the 100-meter champion in the state of Georgia in his classification. And so he and just as a footnote there, he and Cedric Maynard were in the finals last spring, and he outran Cedric Maynard. So that'll give you the idea of the breakaway speed he has. So the Cavaliers got to get to the football tonight, get a lot of folks around it, tackle well, and try to keep Malcolm under control.
Now, Jerry Rumberg is their head coach. He's been there for 24 seasons at Westminster. 176 and 103, so very high on the positive side as a coach. Has done a tremendous job for them. Of course, now their team also, we mentioned the offensive weapons, but one of the big weapons they have is also on special teams. A young man by the name of Blake Gilkin. He's already committed to Penn State. And he is someone, if they get inside the 40, look out, because they can also whip that ball out and kick a field goal.
He's a big weapon for him, Jack. We watched him warm up earlier, and of course, it's hard to judge in warm-ups, but if warm-ups are any indication, if Westminster is anywhere near the 30-yard line, they have a shot to score points. He also does the punt chores for him and the kickoffs. They don't have a lot of returns because he kicks it through the end zone.
Right.
So that's going to create a long field tonight for the Cavaliers. But as I told you before, Cedric can go 80 just as quick as he can go 60. So, the Cavaliers are going to have to do what they do, block and tackle. And but you mentioned their punter. He could be a big weapon for Westminster tonight.
One of our strengths is on the ground game. We mentioned Cedric Maynard. Last week, Westminster actually did a pretty nice job. They were taking in Southeast Bullock. Southeast Bullock only had 125 rushing yards against them. Now, that's big because they were averaging 285 yards on the ground all season long. So to only limit a team like that to 125 yards, this is going to be a swarming defense from Westminster.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Defensively, they get after it pretty good. They have a couple of people we want to zero in on tonight. Number 73, big nose tackle. His name, what a great name this is, Cage Reader. What a great name for a nose tackle. 6'3", 285. They got a couple of other people on defense. Number 51, Peter Rooney, young sophomore, 6'5", 215. And those are some of the names that the coaches mentioned that really jumped out at them when they were watching film. So, but as you mentioned, it takes all 11, and these guys will be running to the football trying to make plays. So it all comes down to, it's really a cliche, Jack. It's blocking and tackling, and whoever does the best going to win the football game.
Yep. Let's see if we can get Greg Hicks. Greg's down the sideline, see if his radio's working. Greg, can you hear us?
I can hear you good.
There it is. All right. How's the conditions down there on the field?
Well, right now it seems not as cold as it was last week. I was checking temperature. It's about 62, actually about 58 right now. So, and that's the north side of Atlanta. Actually, I was talking to the officiating crew, and the head referee, his name is Greg. So I said, well, we've got a couple things in common. I'll be on the field, and my name is Greg, but you'll be calling, hopefully, a lot of flags against the green team. But when I asked him,
work that official, buddy. Work that official.
There you go. I said, have you ever called any Westminster games? Where are you from? He said, well, we're from Metro Atlanta. I said, oh, so have you called Westminster games? He said, well, Westminster. He said, I haven't, but one of my crew has. I said, well, he needs to be like somewhere off on the sidelines then.
Maybe he's up here in the booth with us.
Hey, I hope that flag doesn't fall all the way down here, though.
Greg, I want to take a minute to mention something real quick. Of course, you and Tony get a chance to do troop ball games as well. And last night they had a big event for the troop football boosters and also for Long Cane Middle School. Just want to take a moment to express our appreciation for everyone had a hand in that. It's a great night.
Well, we had a great time down there. A lot of folks, and hey, there wasn't just guys and girls from the supporting troop behind Long Cane. There was also some folks. We had some folks from Callaway over, and a couple of LaGrange folks come over. And that's like I was telling Tony up at the booth. We're going to be having a golf tournament in April, and it's all about we'll play in the LaGrange tournament. They had one, and hey, if Callaway's got one, we're going to play in that. It's all about helping each other out. And, we can be friends off the field, but when it comes time on this turf, baby, it's all out, and that's what it's all about. It's good competition.
You're exactly right. One thing we want to mention, guys, one of the fixtures of Callaway Stadium is a but a gentleman by the name of Tiny Prescott. Many of y'all know him. He changes hats depending on what team's the home team that night. But he has been the guy that's run this stadium for a long time. He's been battling with some health issues, but we've gotten word that he'll be back at the first of the year. So we're really excited that he'll be back for the second half of the year. A lot of soccer will be played over in the spring. A lot of folks will still be using the facility, and, of course, going into the seasons next year. So we're looking forward to Tiny's return. So if y'all happen to see or hear from him, or let him know that we talked about him on the radio, and we are looking forward to him getting back to us. If those of us have been in LaGrange a long time, we've known Tony. Tony, we've known Tiny a long time.
Tiny goes way back. He's been a fixture in LaGrange for a long, long time. And we hope he gets better soon. We hope he's listening, and Tiny get well quick and get back on the job.
Well, I just want to say one thing. We mentioned about lunch. I was telling one of my business partners, Alan Hunt, Tony sat down beside my other business partner, David Hunt, and I said, look over that, all those bald heads. We had Forbes, we had Walls, we had Hunt, and, and slipping over at Buchanan.
Forbes,
man, there's a lot of shining going on out there.
All right, so I got my former drummer with my band. I got my radio partners there, and I'm sitting at the school just having a good time. Well, that's okay. That's all right.
You know what? We may just need to come out to Hollis Hand sometime. Just
come
have
eat lunch
with
us.
Jack.
That'd be great.
There you go.
We'll do that. I'll hook you up. Let's take another break. We come back. We're getting closer to kickoff. We'll have the captains. We'll have the coin toss, all that. Coming up live here from Callaway Stadium on Eagle Sports.
State Farm, this is Gwen.
Salutations, Gwen. I have car insurance, but I want to protect the rest of the stuff in my apartment.
Cut my
Some of
headphones
my
up just a
action figures
tad.
were ruined recently.
We can add a renter's policy. For the cost of one action figure, we can protect your entire army of action figures against fire, theft, burst pipes.
Great! You have no idea how hard it is untangling wet alien hair.
Add renter's insurance to your auto policy and get to a better state. State Farm.
Visit your LaGrange State Farm agent, Mabel Smith Sharp, online at letmabelquote.com.
Flu season is upon us, and we would like to invite you to get your flu shot from Holmes Pharmacy. If you have Medicare or insurance, it could be free. And if you have a big group of 10 or more that would like to get their flu shot, call Holmes Pharmacy, and we can come to you.
Hi, I'm Perry Prather, pharmacist at Holmes Pharmacy. So drop by Commerce Avenue in LaGrange, Georgia. We have your flu shot ready. So come see me or any of my fine staff at Holmes Pharmacy today.
Good food. Where do you find it? Because when you spend your hard-earned money, you want good food. So the place you'll find that good food is at Rogers Barbecue on New Franklin Road in LaGrange, where they only serve American-grown catfish, barbecue cooked to perfection, and with all the fixings to make it worth every penny. Rogers Barbecue is locally owned and run with care since 1945. Come eat with us Monday through Saturday from 11 to 9, or use our carry-out window. Rogers Barbecue, New Franklin Road, LaGrange.
Do you want to buy a house? No, wait. Do you want to buy a home? You can search the internet for houses, but to find your home, you need RE/MAX results agent Hilton Swanson. He'll work with you to find a place that you want to live and take care of all the details from negotiations to paperwork. So like Hilton Swanson on Facebook or call 706-594-7216. His advice is free and his work is invaluable. When you're ready, or just getting ready to buy your home, talk to RE/MAX result agent Hilton Swanson today.
The action continues now with more Callaway Cavalier football on Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.
Welcome back. Let's go down the field to Greg Hicks. He's got the coin toss.
We'll be communicating with your head coaches all night long through the wing officials. If anything happens, we do need a captain. We'll ask for a captain. You go to that gentleman right there. He's the umpire, okay? Up top is heads. The side without the red is tails. Sir, you want heads or tails? Tails. All right, he's called tails, gentlemen, okay? The call is tails, and it is tails, okay? You've won the toss. You'll receive the fur. All right, White's won the toss. They're going to defer.
All right, so Westminster won the toss and decided to defer to the second half. So Callaway will begin tonight on offense, guys.
All right, that's not a bad thing at all. We get that high-powered offense moving down the field. Let's talk a little bit about our front line and a little bit about that offense. Tell us about some of our starters out there.
Well, across the front for the Cavaliers, it's the same old story. The guy's been there all year, beginning with tight end number 3, Michael Freeman. Then you move inside to right tackle Stephen Curtis, number 50. Thomas Hodge, number 51, will be your right guard. Eterian Bowles, number 59, will be your center. Courtney Lay, number 56, will be your left guard, and Keandre Jones, number 59, will be your left tackle.
All right, some big guys that have done a great job all season long. Let's take one more break. We come back. We got kickoff live here from Callaway Stadium. It's Callaway and Westminster on Eagle Sports.
You're listening to Eagle Sports, WLAG 1240 AM LaGrange and W245AW 96.9 FM LaGrange.
In sports, free agents are free to find a team that offers the best deal. That's why Grange only sells their coverages through independent insurance agents. They're free to find the best team to protect your auto, home, or business.
Mallory Agency considers Grange their go-to company for their combination of great value and outstanding claim service. Call Mallory Agency at 706-884-3339 or visit their website at www.MalloryAgency.com.
Products not available in all states.
There's a secret to beating injuries or ailments. Get the right team. Emory Southern Orthopedics' well-trained, experienced doctors, nurses, and staff are that team. These teammates listen and understand your specific condition and provide high-quality hometown care that will get you back into your game. For more information about Emory Southern Orthopedics team, visit www.southernorthopedics.com.
You're listening to Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com. Now back to the field for more Callaway Cavalier football.
Welcome back to Callaway Cavalier football. Jack Roman, Tony Walls, Greg Hicks down the field. Coleman Vice behind us making it sound good, and we're ready to kick things off. Westminster will kick the ball off to the Callaway Cavaliers. The Cavaliers tonight are in their all-red uniforms with the white trim, white numbers, black helmets. On the other side of Westminster, all white with the green numbers and the is that green or a
it's
dark
green.
Helmet? It's a green, dark green helmet.
Yeah, it's a dark green. Yeah, white,
emerald green, buddy.
There you go. I should have gone to my fashion consultant, Greg Hicks, down there. Give me all my colors.
And it looks like we're going to get a shot of Mr. Gilligan's leg here on the in the first couple of minutes as he tees it up on the 40, get ready to kick off to number two, Dre Martin, and number 5, Cedric Maynard, back deep for the Cavaliers.
He approaches the ball, steps up. There's the kick. Kind of a line drive. It's going to go into the end zone. They'll let it bounce out, come up to the 20, and that's where the Cavaliers will have it 1st and 10.
And has been their MO all year. They don't have a lot of kicks returned because of that big leg. So as a result, it creates a long field for the offense, and that's true now as Callaway sets up their first drive of the night on their own 20-yard line, 1st down and 10.
Just a little footnote there. Big number 73. I just kind of watched him walking out. He's limping a little bit. It looks like his left leg might be, left ankle. Hey, it may be that way. I don't know. He just looks like he's limping. Just kind of keep your eye on him.
Yeah, he's the big nose tackle, number 73. I noticed no time ran off the clock then. So it wasn't touched, so that's why it's still at 12 minutes.
Fresh set. Here we go. Here come the Cavaliers. Sanders will go into center, turn around, step back, hand the ball to his tailback. He's going to bounce to the outside, and they're going to slow him down and stop him right there at the line of scrimmage. They're really fired up about the first play from scrimmage.
Good job that time by the defense at Westminster. Number 2 out there, Ian Uday, from his right corner position came in and they held that play to no gain as the Cavaliers were not able to get anybody blocked, so that brings up 2nd down and 10.
You know, I don't know that fired up about my first play. I think I'd let things go a little bit further. Going back up into a shotgun set this time. We'll spin trips out to this near side. One man wide to the far side. That's number 11, Joe Brown. Sanders will stand at about the 15-yard line to take the shotgun snap. Takes it, looks, hands the ball to his tailback. He's going to get to the line of scrimmage and more. He's at the 30, comes back to the middle of the field to the 35, got the 1st down, and they'll bring him down there. No, actually, he's still on his feet, gets to the 31.
Old faithful Cedric Maynard that time. They ran a little delay across the backfield. Cedric got in behind Michael Williams from his tight end position and Stephen Curtis at right tackle. They did a good job of opening up a hole, and Cedric got ahead for the first down of the night for the Cavaliers. They got another set of fresh downs. Ball's out to the 36-yard line.
Back to the shotgun set. Tony, Greg, something y'all talked about is how different the offense is depending on the quarterback. And right now, Braylon, who's a threat to run, just was exactly that. They'll swing it out here to Dre Martin. They're going to catch him behind the line of scrimmage. They tried to set up the screen, but I tell you what, they did a good job of defending that one.
Yeah, that was a good job that time by the defense, number 41. That's Truman Jones from his linebacker position, read that attempted screen play. Actually lost 2 yards, brings up 2nd down and 12. Ball's back now inside the 35. It's a 34.
With Braylon being a running threat, you have to watch him on a draw play like they had a moment ago. This time, Maynard will be just to the right with the quarterback, Sanders. He'll have trips to the right, a man split wide to this near side. Takes the snap, fakes the handoff, rolls to his right. Looking downfield, looking, has a man in his face, dodges him, makes another one miss, gets back to the line of scrimmage, running to the 40, gets the 1st down, goes out of bounds on the far side. A flag on the far side as well.
Looks like hopefully maybe a late hit over there as Braylon went out of bounds. Let's see. He did get ahead for the first down, but let's see what the call is.
I'll give you two choices, either a late hit or a hold out there on the corner.
Call it against the Cavaliers.
Against the Cavaliers, yep.
That's going to negate the first down. So
let's see where they mark it from.
The Cavaliers. That's one of the things that I know Coach Wiggins wanted to make sure that they took care of was the penalties. Had a lot of penalties last week, and on second down and 12 that time, Braylon rolled to his right and found an opening and did get ahead for the first down. But they're going to wipe that play out and back the ball up now to the. Let's see where they're going to mark it. They're going to mark it off from the point of the foul, so that's actually going to come back to the.
We gained half a yard.
Actually gained a half a yard. So.
We'll repeat second down.
Second down. That's right. So.
Little surprises look across the way. Westminster's had a nice winning tradition for years.
Didn't bring much of a crowd, maybe just a handful of folks over there. So if they're listening to us on the Callaway side, let's make some noise.
They might be streaming and watching the game live at their homes. So back to the I formation goes Sanders. He'll go under center. He'll have Body behind him. He's going to hand the ball to Maynard. He's going to go to the left side. Cuts back to the middle.
Wow,
and look at him go.
Stephen Curtis.
He runs out of a tackle at the 50, dodges back inside, gets to the 49, across the 50. I tell you what, great job and effort by everyone on the offense that time.
Cedric Maynard got across the 50 for a first down to the Westminster 49. Great blocking out there by Stephen Curtis, who pulled, and also Michael Freeman again from his tight end position, and, of course, Brandon Body, number 9, from his fullback position. Cedric made a couple of people miss for another first down for the Cavaliers.
One of the wideouts for Westminster tried to take Cedric down around the ankles. You can't touch him there. There's no way that an ankle tackle is going to bring him down. Go back up, hand it off to Maynard off the right side. Looking at his blockers, they're going to get him behind the line of scrimmage at the 50. Actually, they're going to mark him right back up to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, that time he had nowhere to go. Good penetration that time by Westminster. Number 55, Ali Bogus, from his defensive tackle position, stepped in there and held that play to no gain. Actually lost about a half a yard, so brings up second down now and about 10 and a half, Jack, for the Cavaliers. Just starting, 9:33 to go in the first quarter and no score. The opening drive from the Cavaliers.
Back to the shotgun, trips to the right side. Sanders calls for it. Looks, going to swing it out to his tailback, and Maynard has got a lot of room ahead of him. To the 45, cuts back to the middle of the field to the 40. Still on his feet to the 30. 25, great stop block downfield. He's down to the 10-yard line, a tremendous run, and a great play call by Cedric Maynard.
Boy, the Cavaliers caught Westminster in an all-out blitz. They ran the screen to the other side, and Cedric had clear sailing with 3 blockers. Took the ball all the way down inside the 10 for another Cavalier first down, and I don't see any yellow handkerchiefs on the ground. So it's first down, and is it first and goal? Where's the ball marked?
Right at the 10.
So they might be able to get a first down.
Greg, are those shoes in the middle of the field where he juked somebody on? Lost balls on the ground. Did we get it?
I think we got it back, guys.
Tyreek Frazier was in that time to spell Cedric Maynard. Handoff got away from Cavaliers, lucky to fall on that ball. So that brings up second down now at about 10.
Look at the
That just bounced right, guys.
Look at Greg. Is that somebody's shoes that Cedric juked them out of back around the 40?
No, actually, it looks like a black cloth towel hanging on the ground.
As much movement as he had on that play. Whew. So we fumble it, get it back. Back to the shotgun we go. Twins to the right. Sanders will take the snap. He'll just roll it, go with the option. He'll keep it. Actually pitches at the last minute. Down inside the 5.
You get down to the 2, guys.
He's going to be close to a first down depending on where they spot it. I was going to say the Cavaliers can get a first down. Good job that time by the Cavaliers as they ran the option to the far side. Quarterback Sanders took it right to the pitch man, made him take him, and pitched it his last minute to Tyreek Frazier. And Tyreek was able to get ahead almost for the first down. Brings up third down now at about a half a yard for the Cavaliers.
Maynard in, going back to the eye. Sanders will have Body behind him. Going to toss it to Maynard. Maynard goes to the left, goes in, almost untouched. Touchdown, Callaway Cavaliers.
Good job that time by the left side of the offensive line. Cedric Maynard carries it in from 2 yards out, put the Cavaliers up by a score of 6-0, and a great start for the Cavaliers on their first drive.
Nice little move down here by Maynard. He was somebody got a hand on his jersey. He just juked him and took 2 steps across the goal line.
You know, Greg, we watched him all year. One man doesn't really bring him down. He usually makes at least one man miss every time.
You know, he's got great vision. Just kind of follows his blockers, looks, boom, he's in the hole.
Here comes Noah Stevens to attempt the point after touchdown. Snap, hold, kick is up. And the kick is good. With 7:56 left to go in the first quarter of play, Callaway leads 7-0 on Eagle Sports.
For the past 27 years, Parkway Mitsubishi has been the go-to place if you're looking for a pre-owned vehicle. We have a reputation for stocking the sharpest, best-looking, high-quality cars, trucks, vans, and SUVs in the area. We also will not be beat when it comes to price. And with over 45 different banks, we can handle just about any financing situation. We're also the home of Warranty for Life with all of our premium pre-owned vehicles. And with over 400 vehicles to choose from, Parkway Mitsubishi is the place to buy your next pre-owned vehicle. To see our complete inventory, check us out online at parkwaymitsu.com.
You're listening to Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com. The action continues now with more Callaway Cavalier football.
Welcome back to Callaway Cavalier football. 7:56 left to go in the first quarter play. The Cavaliers have had an 80-yard drive down the field to score. They lead 7-0. I tell you what, they did in all kinds of ways, too. Passed the ball, swung it out, driving the ball down the field.
Nice opening drive by the Cavaliers now as Noah Stevens gets ready to kick off, so now the Cavalier defense is going to take the field.
Taking at the 10. He's up to the 15, going on the far side of the field. Comes back in the middle of the field. Finds a little room there. Gets all the way to the 30-yard line. Not a bad return for them, about a 25-yard return. And Westminster will have the ball from the 30.
Good coverage that time by the Cavaliers. You see the first group down there. Number 10, J.T. Wortham, as usual. Number 8, Rashawn Lovelace. First people to arrive for the Cavaliers. So now Westminster comes out with their first drive of the night. They begin this drive on their own 29-yard line, down by a score of 7-0.
The quarterback is number 12, Rankin Woolley. Woolley will start off in a shotgun set. He'll take the snap, fake the handoff, going to pass the ball out into the flats to his receiver, number 10, and that's Sebastian Mosso.
Nice little pass there. The wide receiver went down about 5 yards, just found a soft spot in the zone. Actually picked up almost 8 yards, so a good little play there for Westminster. The Cavaliers came up and made the tackle immediately. Number 21, Courtney Williams, from his safety position.
That little scat back we talked about, Zay Malcolm comes in. They'll swing 2 men back to the far side. The quarterback will go under center with a deep back behind him. Woolley looks back to the sideline, going to change things up, adjust things with his lineman. Goes back under center. Puts the man in motion, goes to the far side. I think that might be a delay of game, guys.
Don't know if it was delay or a motion, but hopefully it's against Westminster. Let's see what the call is.
It'll be a delay.
As a delay again. That took a long time to get. He looked back to the sideline 3 or 4 times.
Yeah, and then he tried to check to a different play. He didn't like he didn't like what he saw out of the Cavalier defense and tried to get him out of a play. But fortunately for the Cavaliers, it took too long. Backs the ball up 5 yards, brings up second down now to about 7.
So they have a bunch trips to the far side. Man slipped wide to this near side. Woolley had a man in motion, hand the ball off to his tailback, who's hit hard in the backfield.
J.T. Wortham from his defensive end position got great penetration, hit the running back in the backfield before he got going, held that play to no gain, brings up third down now and 7 for Westminster.
I tell you what, J.T. just whipped his man, just exploded through the line of scrimmage. He's basically sending the signal to number 70, you got to deal with me all night.
And that may be the best way to stop number 32 is to get him before he gets started, because as we mentioned, he has great speed from his tailback position.
He's got big old arms, too. He's a stud. Pistol set. They put a man in motion back to this near side. They'll pass the ball. Woolley's looking, throws it, airs it out down the field. And
that's overthrown.
That's incidental contact.
Yeah, that ball was uncatchable, too. There was some feet got tangled up on the sideline, and the Westminster side is looking for a flag, but that ball was way over the intended receiver's hands. Number 22 out there. Good coverage. Ethan Price was the intended receiver. Number 6 for the Cavaliers, Dominique Copeland on the coverage. So that brings up 4th down now, and Westminster will have to punt.
So they have just one complete pass in that first set. 3 and out, they'll go. Well, actually, we got to watch them. Waiting for the snap. Makes the snap. Steps up. Gets the kick off. And, man, It is just as advertised. That one flies through the air. Across the 20. Bounces down inside to the 10-yard line. My goodness gracious, did he flip the field.
And we got a flag way back up here on the 45-yard line. Not sure what they saw there. See what the call is going to be here.
Well, that far down the field, you wonder if there's some kind of extracurricular activity going on.
We got a hold against the Cavaliers, so
exactly right.
they're already pinned deep in their territory. We mentioned their punter. That ball went out of bounds on the 10-yard line, so that's about a 50-yard punt. Great job of execution at the Coffin corner. So it's going to back the Cavaliers up probably half the distance to the goal. So they're going to start this drive near their own 5-yard line.
Guys, an observation, those down here on the sidelines, he got a booming kick, but he almost outkicked his coverage. If we could have just held him up a little bit, perhaps Martin would have had a chance to kind of scoop that thing up. But, they got some good coverage as well, and you give the guy credit. He's got a leg.
Well, he is a Penn State commitment, from what I understand. So
that was a college level punt right
and
there.
I hope he can kick in Happy Valley because it's awfully cold up there in the wintertime.
Speaking about kicking our coverage, I think all three of us have done that. Here we go. Here comes Callaway back to the line of scrimmage. Man split wide left and right, I formation. They're going to run the option going around that right side. Sanders keeps it, and he's going to get across to the 10-yard line. Gain of about 4. Brings up second down.
Good job on first down by Sanders. They ran that option again to the far side of the field. Got ahead for about 5 yards, as you said, Jack. So good gain on first down for the Cavaliers as they try to get out of the shadow of their own end zone. Ball's marked out near the near the 13-yard line.
Actually, they're going to give him 6. It'll be second and 4, guys.
All right, we'll take it.
I'll take that spot all day long.
Yes, sir.
I think he got there, and then they pushed him back just a little bit. They break the huddle, make their way back up to the line of scrimmage. They split a man wide to this near side. That's in Joe Brown. Back to the eye, protecting that ball. Go the Cavaliers. Steps back, hands the ball off to Maynard. He pops to the right side, bounces outside, makes a man miss, keeps on his feet, gets the first down across the 15.
Good job by Cedric Maynard in that right side of that offensive line. Again, the Cavaliers have had some success moving to their right over there behind number 50, Stephen Curtis, and also number 56, Courtney Lay, doing a good job up front. The Cavaliers get out for a big first down, again, as they try to move away from their own goal line.
Again, just like last week, just nickel and diamond, nothing major. Just move the football. They're just kind of seeing what's out there, what Westminster's giving them.
Twins to this near side, eventually wide right. Shotgun set. Sanders looks downfield, gets the man in his face. Going to air it out. Complete to Michael Freeman. Freeman to the 40, to the 50-yard line, and a great passing catch.
They're going to have a hole, guys.
Wow, we got another flag back here. My goodness gracious.
And I was actually watching the interior line. Wow. I really felt they had good hand movement, but obviously umpires saw it different.
Wow, I believe that's going to be on number 50, Stephen Curtis. So that wipes out a big gain to Michael Freeman to get the ball out past midfield. But unfortunately for the Cavaliers, that's going to be nullified, and they'll be back again in the shadow of their own end zone. That flag came from the referee. Greg, I believe, is who that was. So instead of about a 40-yard gain on a good throw and catch from Braylon Sanders to Michael Freeman and field position across the 50, now they're back inside the 10-yard line. Ball's going to be marked at the 7. However, it is first down, but first down in about 20.
Yep. Cavaliers making their way back to the line. After Sanders comes in to give, I tell you what, Sanders looked really comfortable back there, though. I guess somebody was holding ahead of him. But as he released the ball, looked real comfortable in that quarterback position.
Did a good job letting the play develop.
He'll take the shotgun snap. He'll make the handoff, coming around this near side, up to the 10, and that'll be all of that play. Second down.
Ran a little delay to the left side that time. Stephen Curtis pulling and led the way around the left end. Westminster did a pretty good job on that one. Held that play to about maybe 3 yards. Ball's going to be marked at the 16, and that'll bring up second down now at about 16 for the Cavaliers. And the Cavaliers up by a score of 7-0 with 4:25 to go here in your first quarter.
You know, it's easy for me to say being down here right on the line of scrimmage, but it looks like Frazier, if he'd have juked in and went outside, he might have had a few more yards to pick up.
One of the things he's got to work on to take that next level is his vision downfield, Greg, I think. Sanders going to take it, roll to his right, had a blitz on. He's going to air the ball down the field. Tipped. Almost intercepted back here at the 35.
Had Devin Brock open, but number 12 back there, that's the quarterback playing free safety. Rankin Woolley did a good job from his free safety and got a hand on it to knock it down. That was about an inch or two away from being a touchdown there. Devin Brock was behind the secondary, and Worley made a great play to get his hand on the ball.
Waiting on the call from the sideline. Trips to the right side. Man split wide to this near side. Third down, about 18 to go. Tyreek Frazier in the backfield. Sanders will take the snap. Air across the middle of the field, and it'll just fall incomplete.
Trying to hit Dre Martin coming across the middle of the field. The linebackers did a good job of not letting him get in his route. So that's going to bring up fourth down now for the Cavaliers, and they'll be forced to punt from deep in their own end zone. And we mentioned number 53, Lawrence Thompson, doing the punting tonight for the Cavaliers, with Dylan Johnson on the shelf tonight with a broken arm. And one thing we want to mention is last week against Southeast Bullock, Westminster blocked 2 punts.
Steps up, gets the punt off. A little short. They're going to call a fair catch up to the 34.
And that's a great job by the receiver there, Jack, to save field position.
Yep. Let's take 30 seconds back to the station. 7-0 in favor of Callaway with 3:53 left to go the first quarter on Eagle Sports.
Do you know what your house is worth? Yeah, you can look it up on the internet, but that's a general value. To really know the right value for your home, talk to RE/MAX Result Agent Hilton Swanson. Because when you know, then you can decide if you're ready to sell and at the right price. So like Hilton Swanson on Facebook or call 706-594-7216. His advice is free and his work is invaluable. When you need to sell your home, talk to RE/MAX Result Agent Hilton Swanson today.
Now back to more Callaway Cavalier football on Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.
Welcome back to Callaway Cavalier football. Westminster on first down gets a yard on a quarterback keeper.
Javosky Leverett with the tackle that time, held that play to 1 yard, so brings up second down and down in 9 now. Defense with their back against the wall. Westminster with great field position at the Callaway 32-yard line.
Looks like a timeout is called on the field.
Cavaliers are going to take a timeout.
They take a timeout. We'll take one as well. This timeout is brought to you by your Sheriff, James Woodruff, who reminds you to tell your kids not to text and drive. And you're listening to Callaway Cavalier football on Eagle Sports.
In sports, free agents are free to find a team that offers the best deal. That's why Grange only sells their coverages through independent insurance agents. They're free to find the best team to protect your auto, home, or business.
Mallory Agency considers Grange their go-to company for their combination of great value and outstanding claim service. Call Mallory Agency at 706-884-3339 or visit their website at www.malloryagency.com.
Products not available in all states.
You're listening to Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com. Now back to more Callaway Cavalier football.
Welcome back to Callaway Cavalier football. After a timeout, Westminster has the ball. Second down and 9. Quarterback Woolley takes the snap. It bounces out of his hands, and now his back catches it. He's so fast. He gets up to the line of scrimmage, still on his feet. Gets about 5-6 yards off a play that was almost busted.
Boy, what a break for Westminster that time. Bad snap. Quarterback Woolley did a good job, and the ball bounced right back up to number 32. That's Malcolm, and he did a good job to get ahead for a few yards. So it brings up third down now and about 4 balls at the Cavalier 27-yard line.
Well, that was quick.
Boy, he is really quick.
Yes, he is. Everything about him is fast. Great hands in that situation. They'll split a man wide to this near side, put him in motion. Quarterback takes it, rolls to this near side, looking to throw it back across the other way on a little screen pass. He's going to get close to a first down. Man, he is hit hard at the end of that play, though.
Good execution that time. They set up a little screen to the far side. They had play action this way. Quarterback actually sprinted to his right. They threw back. Good defense by the Cavaliers, but they were able to get ahead for the first down. So first down and 10 now for Westminster. Ball's marked at the Callaway 23-yard line.
Their first down in the ball game so far. Callaway with 3 penalties for 30 yards. Westminster with 1 for 5. Westminster with a little bunch set in the backfield. They put a man in motion. Spin around. Quarterback's going to keep it. Follow his blockers, getting down to about the 15-yard line. A neat little play right across the middle.
Quarterback reversed out and faked a little jet sweep to number 32, Malcolm, coming this way toward the Cavalier bench. Kept the ball and followed up in there behind his offensive line. They got a little push against the Cavalier front and got ahead for about 6 yards.
And when you got a head coach that's been there 24 years, you can imagine they're used to running a lot of these plays.
Mm-hmm.
Man in motion back again to this near side. Quarterback takes it, spins around, going to keep it again.
No.
Actually hands it off back to the right side. My bad, they juked me off.
That time they ran the same play to number 32, Malcolm, and if it wasn't for the 14-yard line, he might have went in there and scored. But that he is going to get a first down for Westminster. Ball's going to be marked at the 11-yard line, and Westminster can get a first down without scoring a touchdown as they try to take advantage of the great field position after the short punt.
Woolley back in the shotgun. Man in motion coming back from this side to the other. Spins around. He is going to keep it this time. We'll tackle him from behind.
That's a little version of a speed sweep, and it's a great job. It's a good play call. What the quarterback does, he watches for the if the linebacker goes with the running back, he keeps it and goes up the middle. If he doesn't go with the running back, he gives it to him, and he's out wide with that great speed. So Cavalier defense got their hands full right now on this drive. Second down at about 6. Ball inside the 10-yard line.
Looks like they're going to call the same play one more time. Quarterback spins, going to hand the ball off to that quick back. gets to the outside, cuts back inside. He's going to fall into the end zone for a touchdown.
That's a good drive that time by Westminster. You got to give them a lot of credit, although they did have a short field after that short punt. So they go about 30 yards and make the score now 7-6. Callaway with the extra point to follow. 1 minute to go here in your first quarter.
You know, one thing I don't like about that quarterback doing a spin, he is totally blind. So when he turns around, somebody's going to be on a blitz tonight, and he's going to be welcomed gladly. He turns around, he don't see anybody, and all of a sudden, bam. I don't know. I wouldn't feel comfortable running that play if I'm the quarterback.
He's got a lot of confidence in his O-line, I guess, Greg.
Here comes the extra point. Snap. Snap. Go ahead. There you go. Snap. Hold. Kick is up. And the kick is good. We're knotted up 7-7 with a minute left to go in the first quarter of play right here on Eagle Sports.
Flu season is upon us, and we would like to invite you to get your flu shot from Holmes Pharmacy. If you have Medicare or insurance, it could be free. And if you have a big group of 10 or more that would like to get their flu shot, call Holmes Pharmacy, and we can come to you.
Hi, I'm Perry Prather, pharmacist at Holmes Pharmacy. So drop by Commerce Avenue in LaGrange, Georgia. We have your flu shot ready. So come see me or any of my fine staff at Holmes Pharmacy today.
Now back to the field for more Callaway Cavalier football on Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.
Welcome back. Right now we're tied up 7-7 with Westminster. They've just gone 34 yards for a touchdown.
Excuse me, Jack. Didn't mean to interrupt you. Coleman brought up a good point. As a result of that punt by Westminster earlier that pinned the Cavaliers deep in their own territory, defense was able, with a couple of penalties, to hold them, and then a short punt by the Cavaliers resulted in that great field position, and they scored.
We'll take it from about the 3-yard line up to the 10, cutting to the outside to the 15. You're going to go out of bounds at about the 16-yard line.
Good job of coverage by Westminster that time. The Cavaliers weren't able to get really great field position, but they'll start this drive a little farther away from their end zone than they did the last time. So Cavaliers got to avoid some of those penalties, Jack, that wiped out some really big plays. So let's see if the Cavaliers can get that cleaned up and put together a good drive here.
I think 3 penalties so far, but on 2 of those 3, one brought back about almost 60 yards down the field. Actually, it was a 6-yard flip.
Crucial penalties at crucial times. So Cavaliers got to get that cleaned up because Westminster only had 1 penalty, as you said, so far.
And it was just a delay of game. So Callaway breaks the huddle. They're up to the 16-yard line, as we mentioned. I formation. They'll split away and wide to this near side. Sanders goes under center. Takes the snap. Going to roll to his right, looking to throw it out to the flats. Would make one man miss. Gets up to the 20. Game of about 4, 2nd and 6.
Good job that time by Sanders as he faked the sweep to this way and rolled to his right and found a receiver out there on the right. We got a man down for Westminster. Found Dre Martin open out there. Michael Williams, number 3, for a short gain. So Westminster has a player down on the field.
Well, they take care of him. Let's go ahead and take a timeout. They take that. This time it was brought to you by Troup County Sheriff James Woodruff.
That's their quarterback.
That's not. He's up. Okay, actually, we're going to keep it here.
That's quarterback number 12, and he's favoring his right shoulder. So that could be, hopefully that's nothing more than a stinger.
That was providential. Todd Johnson and I were just down on the sideline. Todd said, hey, that quarterback's playing free safety. You know, you never know, and next play he gets hurt.
Hopefully that's just a stinger, and you can see him back. He's up on his feet over there, so they're going to take a look at him and see if he can get back in this ball game.
So a 4-yard game. We'll keep it here. 2nd and 6 now for the Cavaliers. I formation behind the quarterback, Sanders. Man split wide, left and right.
Ball's
loses
on the
the ball. Got to get down on it. Let's see who has it.
Who got it?
Westminster's indicating they have it. Yes, it is Westminster's ball. That's a tough penalty. I mean, a tough turnover right there.
One thing we can't do, guys, is turn the ball over deep in our own territory. So a little problem with the exchange there between Braylon and the center. So Cavalier defense needs to step up right here and at least force maybe a field goal attempt right here.
You know, one of the only times that Braylon went under center kind of makes you want to rethink that, getting up under center again.
But, you know, that eye has been our bread and butter all season long.
You got it.
Quarterback number 12 is back in the ball game, looks like, guys.
Good to see him bounce back. You don't want to see anybody get hurt in the ball game. So Woolley waits for the whistle. There it is. He'll be from the shotgun set. Takes a snap, turns, hands the ball off to that quick pull back. He finds just a little bitty hole. That's all he needs to get 9 yards down the field.
Westminster went to that left side that time, and they pulled a guard and trapped right up the middle of the field, and the Cavaliers weren't able to stop it. So at the end of the first quarter, with the score tied at 7, and Westminster on a drive, 2nd down and 1.
All right, that's the end of the first quarter play. We're tied 7-7, but again, as Tony mentioned, Westminster with the ball deep inside Callaway territory. You're listening to Callaway Cavalier football on Eagle Sports.
Touchdown! Great teams bring together skill, the right equipment, and ongoing support. It's a winning combination. At West Georgia Health in LaGrange, our highly rated teams sport medical expertise, state-of-the-art technology, and comprehensive services. For more information or to review our playbook, visit wghealth.org. West Georgia Health. So healthy together.
Synovus Bank is here. And here, well, it's here in LaGrange, Georgia. Here is where the food tastes better and the air breathes like home. Here is the place that gets better because every generation leaves it better than they found it. Here is where Synovus helps people turn their ideas into business realities because the bankers at Synovus understands what it means to be from here. Synovus, the bank of here, serving you locally as Commercial Bank and Trust. Banking products provided by division of Synovus Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
The action continues now with more Callaway Cavalier football on Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.
Westminster threatening. Spin around, quarterback's going to keep it. Go up the middle of the field, get down inside the 5. It'll be a first down for them, 1st and goal from about the 3-yard line.
Ran that same play. Quarterback reverses out and hides the ball from the defenders. And it's almost like a little wing T misdirection type thing. And the Cavaliers having a little trouble locating the football right now. Westminster doing a good job of concealing it from them. And they're on a drive. 1st and goal now for the Westminster.
We're going to bunch out to the inside. They'll put a man in motion. Looks like the same play coming. This time it's going to be that little quick scat back. He's going to go around the right side and go in for the touchdown.
Well, that touchdown was set up by the fumble for the Cavaliers. They just can't afford to give Westminster a short field. Both touchdowns now has been a result of a short punt, and both drives have only been about 30 yards. But nevertheless, Westminster's taking advantage of those breaks, and now they're up by a score of 13-7 with the extra point to follow.
And you know that previous drive that was which caused us to punt from out of our own end zone was set up by about 2 penalties as well.
Mm-hmm. Yep. They started on the 34 of their first drive with a touchdown. This scoring drive from the 19. There's the snap. Hold kick is up. And the kick has plenty of leg, and it goes through. 14-7 in favor of Westminster with 11:39 left to go. The first half of play right here on Eagle Sports.
There's a secret to beating injuries or ailments. Get the right team. Emory Southern Orthopedics, well-trained, experienced doctors, nurses, and staff are that team. These teammates listen and understand your specific condition and provide high-quality hometown care that will get you back into your game. For more information about Emory Southern Orthopedics team, visit www.southernorthopedics.com.
You're listening to Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com. Now back to the field for more Callaway Cavalier football.
Callaway going to receive the ball again.
You know, Jack, we talked in the pregame how important it would be for the Cavaliers to take care of the football and cut down on those penalties. And so far in the first quarter, those things have reared their ugly head again against the Cavaliers. And as a result, now they're down by a score of 14-7. But one thing we also mentioned was how Callaway was able to respond to some adversity. So let's see if they can do that same thing this week.
Gilliam going to kick the ball high and deep and go into the end zone, bounce out. They'll bring it up to the 20, and that's what the Cavaliers will have it 1st and 10.
People don't realize, I think, Jack, how big a weapon that is. Coach Wiggins talks about it all the time. When you put an offense on the field at the 20 and make them go 80 yards, there's a lot of things that can happen during that time.
Yep.
And as a result, a while ago, the Cavaliers put the ball on the ground. So Cavaliers just got to take. It's early in the second quarter. Cavaliers just need to settle down, do what they do, and get back in this football game.
Well, think about it, guys. We've had about 70 yards of offense called back.
That's right.
On penalties.
That's
so
right.
I mean, the offense is clicking. Just got to keep the fumbles and the penalties away. Back to the I we go. Sanders will go under center. Split a man wide, left and right. I formation behind him. Goes under, takes a snap, turns. We lose the ball on a pitch, but we get it back on it.
Boy, that's a good defense by Westminster. They had everybody on the line of scrimmage that time, daring the Cavaliers to throw the football. Braylon reversed out, tried to run that option to the near side, the Callaway side, and just too many white jerseys there to hold that play. Matter of fact, it actually lost 3 yards. Ball's going to be marked back near the Callaway 17-yard line.
And that's the third time we put the ball on the ground, guys. Twice we've been fortunate to get it back.
They'll send 2 men wide to the far side. Sanders will stand back in the backfield. They'll have Maynard behind him at the left. Backs up to pass, going to swing it out to Maynard. Maynard going to try to make a man miss, following his blocks, find his way upfield, gets back almost to the original line of scrimmage at the 20 before he's brought down, third down.
Little swing pass to the left side out there, trying to get Cedric in some space one-on-one. Made a couple of people miss, but just too many green jerseys, green hats out there on Cedric, and that brings up a big third down now for the Cavaliers. Third down to about 11, deep in their own territory. They need to get out, get a first down, and get a drive going.
14-7 in favor of Westminster. Cavaliers will have a slot receiver in this near side in Dre Martin. Sanders goes to the shotgun set. Takes the snap. Fakes it. Rolls to this near side. Looking. Goes across the middle down the field. Got a man there, but it's going to fall incomplete. And it's going to just overthrew him just a little bit.
Tried to hit number 22 on a deep post route out there. That's DQ Wilkerson. DQ was well covered back there by number 17 for Westminster and really know where to throw the ball. So Cavaliers are forced to punt again deep in their own territory. Lawrence Thompson will be standing near his own 5-yard line.
Lawrence sets up back there. There's a snap, steps up, gets the kickoff. High, but again, not as deep as we'd like to see it.
He touched it.
It's
Cavalier ball. Big mistake by Westminster there as they tried to field it. Cavalier football, Jack.
He stepped up to try to, didn't really call the fair catch, just stepped up. It touches him. Callaway has great coverage down the field, right there on its heads-up play, and we get the ball back.
Well, actually, guys, he did a double fair catch. He was jumping and waving his hands, and he stepped forward. It hit off his tip of his fingers, so under a lot of traffic. So, hey, that's a good time for a good high, short punt. So good job, Callaway.
We planned it that way, didn't we, Greg?
Cavaliers need to take advantage of that mistake right there now. Got good field position, ball out about out to their own 44-yard line, first down and 10.
So here come the Cavaliers. Hand the ball to Maynard. They're keying on him. Boy, all over him back at the 40.
Boy, nowhere to go that time. Is right now Westminster just has more people in the box than the Cavaliers can block. Really just daring the Cavaliers try to throw the football.
It sounds like it's time for a quick trap with body.
You know, that's a great call, Greg. That surprised a lot of people all through the season.
That play actually lost a couple of yards. Ball's back on the Cavalier 42 now. Second down and 12. 9:40 to go here in the second quarter. Westminster up by a score of 14-7.
Here they go back under center. Goes Sanders. Takes the snap, turns, fakes the handoff, rolls out here. Got a man in the flats, and he overthrows him. Throws behind Brandon Body, who was wide open out here at about the 45.
Boy, he had Body earlier in the route out here wide open with nobody on him. Waited a little late to try to get it to him, and the throw was behind him. So another third down now for the Cavaliers.
He'll get the call from outside.
That play was there, Jackie.
Yeah, it was.
Braylon sees that. The coaches will remind him, try to get the ball out there to Body a little quicker because he was open.
Got to go 12 yards up the field for a first down. Got to get across the 50, almost to the 45. Sanders.
Look at the number of people on the line of scrimmage.
They're coming. They're sending everything they got. Sanders has to roll out, and he's going to be sacked back at the 30.
Boy, everybody was coming to pressure that time. There were more people there than the Cavaliers could block. Number 41, Truman Jones with a sack. Big sack. Good job by Westminster's defense. Forced the Cavaliers. They went backwards instead of forwards on that possession. So the Cavaliers unable to take advantage of the Westminster turnover, and now they're going to have to punt the ball away again.
Some missed opportunities once again. There's a high snap. He takes it. They don't have a short kick. Boy, we missed Dillon. Ball hits at the 50 and goes out of bounds. So right at the 50-yard line is where Westminster will have it, first and 10.
Boy, another short punt by the Cavaliers. Lawrence did a good job to catch that. That snap was a little high, but nevertheless, a short punt gives Westminster great field position again. This time they're going to start at the 50-yard line, Jack.
You know, he's had a couple of high snaps, and I've noticed that he's not looking the ball into his hands. I just hope that it doesn't come to haunt us later and it didn't slip through his fingers.
All right, defense has got to step up here. Westminster goes shotgun. Takes the snap. Hands the ball off to that quick tailback. Man, he's quick to the corner. Gets around that right side to the 40. 35. Goes out of bounds at the 30.
Ran a new quarterback in the game, number 11. That's Keller Harper, replacing number 12. And they ran that jet sweep to the right. And number 32, as we mentioned about his speed in the pregame, Malcolm was able to get the corner, get downfield for a big gain, move the ball down to the Cavalier 31-yard line, first down and 10.
8:38 left to go in the first half. 14-7 in favor of Westminster. Takes the snap, turns, hand the ball off once again to that quick back. We hit him in the backfield, and he breaks free. Down the field to the 10, 5, touchdown for Westminster.
Boy, we had 3 people on him in the backfield, and he just wouldn't give up. That's great effort right there. Poor tackling by the Cavaliers, but nevertheless, Westminster goes in for the touchdown. And now with 8:29 to go in the second quarter, Westminster is up by 2 scores, 20-7, with the extra point to follow.
So Malcolm, exactly who we thought he was. Zay Malcolm, the number 32, the quick running back, scores his 3rd touchdown of the night.
Westminster's doing a good job up front. But as we said, that's a combination of great effort and poor tackling right there on the Cavaliers' part.
Rashawn Lovelace hit him in the backfield, and he just broke free. Snap, hold, kick is up. And the kick is good. 8:29 left to go in the first half. 21-7 in favor of Westminster right here on Eagle Sports.
Hello, Callaway Cavalier football fans. This is your old friend Jonathan Moosemap from King Chevrolet and King Kawasaki in Valley, Alabama. We are proud to be huge sponsors right here on Eagle Sports coverage of the Callaway Cavaliers football team this year. We know that Coach Wiggins and the staff there have been working with these young men and turning these young men into football players, and we know that hard work is going to pay off with another long playoff run. So let's go, Callaway Cavaliers. Take care of business and know that your friends in Valley, Alabama at King are behind you 100%.
You're listening to Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at Eagle 102.3. The action continues now with more Callaway Cavalier football.
7-21, or 21-7 if you're a Westminster fan. They're leading right now as we're in the second quarter of play. 21-7 is your score with 8:29 left to go. There's a high kick. We may actually be able to field this one. We do right at the 1. Up to the 10, back across to this near side. Cutting back up the middle. Nice block downfield. Gets to the 20, 25, and we're going to get us for a hold.
And another flag in there, guys.
Looks like we're going to have Dre Martin out here on the corner holding. Just one of this last. As soon as Tyreek turned it upfield, he came out with his pocket.
The block was there. It was a good block initially.
Another holding call against the Cavaliers. Boy, field position has been horrific tonight for the Cavaliers. They're going to start this drive back inside their 15-yard line again. So it's been a half of field position, and because of a couple of short punts, penalties, and those types of things, offense sputtering. Westminster's had great field position, and now the Cavaliers are backed up to their own 12-yard line to start this drive.
Official's going to have to tie his shoe. Stops the clock to do that. Looks like he's ready to go now.
This is one of those moments, guys, where the Cavaliers need to respond, need to answer, and not let Westminster run off and hide.
Back to the eye goes the Cavaliers. They're going to jump off sides and give us 5. I hope. Nope, they're going to call it on us.
Wow.
Back us up 5.
What you're going to find out that the defensive line for the Wildcats are about a half a yard off the ball. So very disciplined. It'll be a tremendous effort for them to have encroachment on these guys.
So that's 45 yards so far tonight on penalties, 5 penalties. Body will be in at the fullback. Maynard at the tailback. Under center they go. Toss sweep to Maynard, go around the left side. They kind of block it up. He breaks free from a couple of tackles, gets across the 10 down to the 12-yard line.
Ran a little quick pitch that time to the left side. Looks like Cedric was maybe able to get back up near the original line of scrimmage or just short of it. Picked up about 4. So that's going to bring up second down now, and he about 11. Ball's at the Callaway 11-yard line. Really important, guys, with 7:55 here to go until halftime. Cavaliers need to have a long drive and put some points on the board because, if I'm not mistaken, Westminster gets the football to start the second half. So Cavaliers need to answer here. Very important.
Well, they deferred, so they could say that Callaway could have the ball,
Yeah.
I doubt it, but they could. Here we go. They wait, take the snap. Fake the handoff. We're going to look downfield. Got some receivers there. We'll throw back across way down the field on the far side. And overthrow actually going to be intercepted up at the 40. up to the 50, 40 on the other side, and go out of bounds at about the 34-yard line.
Not sure what Braylon saw that time. Maybe he was just trying to throw it away. But, boy, he threw it deep. Number 12, Woolley, just playing center field, made the interception. Another turnover for the Cavaliers. And Westminster set up with great field position again in Cavalier territory down near their 31-yard line, first down and 10.
Returned all the way to the looks like 31 is where they're going to put it. And they've got short field again.
Turnovers and penalties, guys, been the story of the first half. And Cavaliers have just not played well and really given Westminster great field position. But let's give Westminster credit. They've taken advantage.
Yeah.
That's exactly right.
We had a turnover we did not take advantage of. We're going to get him from behind the line of scrimmage.
J.T. Wortham again. J.T. with great penetration. Caught number 32 before he could get going. Play lost about 4 yards back to the almost to the 35-yard line. Brings up second down now at about 14.
As you said earlier, can't tell you guys how big of a defensive series this is for Callaway. What you don't want to do is have them come up by 3 touchdowns.
You're exactly right, Greg. They got to at least hold them to maybe a field goal attempt right here.
And you know they're in his range now, I believe, guys.
Yeah, they are.
I think they are. Harper in at quarterback, has a man to his right, bunch set to the right. He'll fake the handoff. He'll run up the middle of the field. We'll get him as he gets to the line of scrimmage to the 30.
J.T. Wortham again with a tackle. They get back almost to the original line of scrimmage. So big third down now for both teams here with 6:30 to go until halftime, and Westminster already up by a score of 21-7.
You know, Greg, you sent us a picture up here at the booth. And that's exactly what you're talking about. They're a good yard and a half off the ball. So it will be hard to have them lined up in the neutral zone.
Cavalier crowd coming to their feet now, encouraging that defense to get a big stop.
Here they go. Quarterback number 12, Woolley, is back in the ball game. Takes a snap, rolls to his right. He's going to look to pass. Looking, steps up. Gets back to the line of scrimmage. Now he's going to run. Going to hit him. He'll get about 5 yards up the field. Brings up about fourth down.
Going to mark him out about the 20, looks like maybe the 26, 27-yard line, well within Gilligan's range. So they spotted exactly, as we said, Jack, on the 26, 7 yards to the 33. So this will be a 43-yard attempt, well within his range.
So Gilligan will be kicking from the 32-yard line, so a 42-yard attempt. 21-7 is your score. He'll try to tack on 3.
I'm down here on the goal line just to see what kind of distance we're talking about.
There's the kick.
Plenty of distance.
But was it wide left? Or was it? No, it is good.
Right through the middle.
Just inside the uprights.
Yeah.
24-7 with 5:14 left to go in this contest. Let's take a break. You're listening to Callaway Cavalier Football on Eagle Sports.
So, what if you're walking out of your car after work today and it's been bashed by a runaway garbage truck? We've got an agent for that. Having your own State Farm agent means having a real person there to help you when things go wrong. So when accidents happen, you've got someone you know who will be there when you need them. Matt Orr in LaGrange is that State Farm agent. He's got your back when things go wrong. So call him today at 706-882-0046. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Now back to more Callaway Cavalier football on Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.
Welcome back, 24-7 after a field goal. Guy, that's kind of a victory there.
That's exactly
Keep
right.
out
A
the end
victory
zone.
for the Cavaliers. That's right.
There's a kick angling towards the corner. We'll take it inside. They'll bring it out to the 20.
Boy, not only does he have a big leg, he does a good job with those directional kicks. He pinned that one right at the pylon over there. Tyreek took it inside his own end zone. So, again, the Cavaliers going to start this drive at their own 20. Really in dire need of a big drive right here, guys, with 5:14 to go until halftime and down by a score of 24-7.
You know, you were talking about it, Tony. We've started from the 5, from the 16, then also from the we got the ball in the 44. That was our best field position. And then again from the 13. So we've had terrible field position in this first half of play. Sanders will have the eye behind him. Steps back, hands the ball off to Maynard. He's going to find a little bit of a hole. Gets up across the 25-yard line. Gain of 4, 2nd and 6.
Good job on first down. The Cavaliers ran that little, if you watch the old Washington Redskins, that's a little counter tray with both guards and tackles pulling. Courtney Lay led up in the hole that time around this right side. Picked up good yardage on first down out to the 25. So 2nd down and 5 for the Cavaliers.
They just got to keep pecking away and try to counter that 8 men in the box.
They're going to back off a little bit this time. 4-man front for them. Good toss sweep around to Maynard. He's going to try to get to the corner, and they're going to envelop him back at the line of scrimmage.
Nowhere to go on that right side that time. The Westminster defense really strung that play out well. Tackle over there by number 60 from his defensive tackle position. That's Stephen Ballard. So a good play by Westminster on second down now. Play actually lost about 3 yards, and that's going to bring up third down now at about 8. Ball's on the Cavalier 22-yard line.
4:16 left to go. 24-7 in favor of Westminster. Callaway will spin a man wide to this near side. Now they'll go trips to this near side. Man split wide to the far side. Single back set in the backfield with Sanders. Sanders waits for the snap, takes it. Rolls this near side, going to run the option. He'll cut up the middle of the field. He's going to get the first down across the 30.
Good job that time by the Cavaliers. They spread the Westminster defense out with 3 wide receivers this way and ran the option this way. Braylon found a little crack, got ahead for a first down. Now the Cavaliers back on the line of scrimmage, trying to get a little life and a little fire in them.
They'll roll the clock. First down from the 32-yard, about 33-yard line. Sanders will take it, roll to this near side. Looking downfield. Throw it out, complete to Dre Martin. This is a nice little catch. He'll be close to a first down.
Good throw and catch that time. Braylon rolled to his right, found Dre Martin up over the 40-yard line, so about near the 42. Pick up of about 8, so that's going to bring up second down into 2. Clock is stopped because Dre went out of bounds. 3:34 to go until halftime. Cavaliers desperately needing to put a drive together and score some points.
Center steps up, takes the shotgun snap, fakes the handoff, rolls to his left this time, throws it out. Going to complete. We're going to get the first down. Lose the ball. Are they going to say, wait, no, they're going to say it's an incomplete.
Incomplete pass,
they're going to call it incomplete.
Woo!
It's a break there for the Cavaliers. Never had control of it. Michael Freeman was open in the flat, but as soon as he got hit, put the ball on the ground. So a break for the Cavaliers now. Brings up third down to about 1 now. Clock stopped at 3:29 to go on the incomplete pass until halftime.
That was scary. Do not need another turnover. This play clock will start. Cavaliers
have 2 timeouts left, so Westminster has 3. Clock is stopped on the incomplete pass.
Trips to the far side. Play clock at 15. Sanders takes it.
Movement on the Cavaliers. Looked like Michael Freeman from his tight end position rocked forward a little bit. So instead of third down and 1, now it's third down and 6. So, boy, Cavaliers really shooting themselves in the foot tonight.
I was just thinking that maybe we're going to get all this out of the way this first half, guys.
Well, that is our 6th penalty for 50 yards so far in this ball game.
You know, I'd like to look at the stats, but through the years, I was talking to Kevin Eccleberry down here. Through the years, Westminster's been one of the most disciplined, unpenalized team probably across all state of Georgia high school.
Twins to the far side. Sanders will wait to take the shotgun set. He does a little bit low. He'll cut up field. Got some running room to the 45, to the 50. And he'll go down about the 47 on the far side. There's another first down.
First down for the Cavaliers. They ran that option. The Cavaliers have had some success running that option to both sides of the field by spreading the Westminster defense out with 3 wides. They get ahead for the first down. Clock is stopped while they move the chains. 3:19 to go until halftime. Cavaliers trying to get a little momentum and go down and score some points.
We need to draw it to within 10 before we go into halftime. Takes the snap. Swings it out here to this near side to Dre Martin. Dre tries to make a man miss and does to the 45. Going to go across to the 40. They'll mark him down at the 41, actually.
Good job by Dre getting out of bounds to stop the clock. As you said, Jack, marked it to 41. Play got ahead for about 7 yards. Brings up second down and 3 now. Ball on Westminster 41. The Cavaliers put a little drive together here.
3 minutes left to go. 24-7 is your score. Westminster Maynard tries to get the right side, puts a stiff arm on him.
Boy, just nowhere to go for Cedric Maynard that time. The defense really strung that play out to the Cavalier bench and forced Cedric out of bounds. Play actually lost about 2 yards. So that brings up now third down and about 4 for the Cavaliers. 2:53 to go until halftime, and the Cavaliers down by 17, 24-7.
Looks like they're going to split Devin Brock wide to this near side. Slot receiver in. It's like Dre Martin on the far side. Maynard will roll over to the tailback on this near side.
Play clock's down to 6, guys. They're going to have to hurry to get this one off.
There's a snap, and he does. Fakes it to Maynard. Got a man in his face, going to have to step upfield. He'll be tackled in the backfield. They'll lose a few more yards. They'll bring up 4th down.
Braylon thought he saw an opening up the middle of the field. Number 55 stepped in and made that play. That's Ollie Bogus, as we called his name a couple of times. So Ollie did a good job of staying at home and tripped Cedric up. So now you got 4th down and about 8, Jack, with the clock continuing to run at 2:30.
No deeper than we've been punting the ball. I think we got to go for it here.
Yeah, looks like the Cavaliers are going to take a timeout and think about it, because remember, they have that kicker, and you don't want to give them field position with 2:20 to go and 3 timeouts left.
They take a timeout. We take one as well. 2:23 left to go. This timeout's brought to you by Troup County Sheriff James Woodruff, who reminds you to tell your kids not to text and drive. 24/7 in favor of Westminster on Eagle Sports.
State Farm, this is Gwen.
Salutations, Gwen. I have car insurance, but I want to protect the rest of the stuff in my apartment. Some of my action figures were ruined recently.
We can add a renter's policy. For the cost of 1 action figure, we can protect your entire army of action figures against fire, theft, burst pipes.
Great! You have no idea how hard it is untangling wet alien hair.
Add renter's insurance to your auto policy and get to a better state. State Farm.
Visit your LaGrange State Farm agent, Mabel Smith Sharp, online at letmabelquote.com. You're listening to Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com. Now back to more Callaway Cavalier football.
Callaway still has the ball. 4th down and 9 for them, as they're going to go empty backfield with Sanders. 2:23 left to go. 24/7. Callaway going to try to do something before halftime here.
Jackson heating it up.
He'll step up, take the ball. Looking downfield, he'll be flushed out of the pocket on the far side. Looking, airs it out down the field. We come back. Do we catch it?
Yes, we did.
That's mark a catch at the 20.
Yes, sir. Devin Brock coming back to the football. Big catch right there by Devin Brock. Clock stops with 2:13. 1st down and 10. Cavaliers on Westminster 20-yard line.
Tell you what, Braylon just throws up a Hail Mary down the field, and Devin Brock does a great job of coming back for it. Makes the catch right there at the 20.
Referee winds the clock. Cavaliers on the ball, ready to go. And now looks like Westminster's going to take a timeout.
And online at eagle1023.com.
Trying to stop that big momentum right now.
Welcome back for those of you on radio with us. Had a little bit of a technical issue, but we're right back. The Cavaliers have converted the 4th down right then. The quarterback, Braylon Sanders, throws up almost a desperation pass down, and Devin Brock comes back for it, makes a catch about the 20. So we got the big 1st down there, and Westminster has just called a timeout. We're going to keep it here. Guys, we've got to take advantage of this ball being at the 20.
That was really a tough throw as Braylon rolled to. He got immediate pressure right up the middle in his face. Flushed him out to the left side, which would be the Westminster side, and rolling to his left was able to square his body up and get as much as he could on the throw. And Devin Brock did a great job. He had gotten behind the defense. They had to come back to the football and did a good job of helping his quarterback out that time. Made the catch at the 20. Big 1st down for the Cavaliers right there, Jack. They don't have to give the ball back to Westminster. And they really need to go in here and score some points right before halftime.
Also just a heads-up play to see that ball to be able to come back for it. Trips to this near side. Sanders will have one man to his right. Sets up, takes it. We're going to pitch the ball. We make him miss, but they're all over us in the backfield. They are doing a tremendous job of defensing our running game.
Yeah, the pitch was bad. It was actually behind him that time. So Cedric did a good job to hold on to it. By the time he was able to catch it and get ahead, Westminster was right there to make the call.
Excellent job of scouting, because it looks like they know what we're running before we run it.
Well, again, the consistency of a head coach being there 24 years, you can build a program pretty well. As Pete's done here in Troup County, about 12 years here. Here we go. Waiting for it. Down to 2-1. We're going to have to call a timeout because they almost had to delay a game. They take a timeout. We'll take one as well. 1:29 left to go in the first half. 24/7 in favor of Westminster right here on Eagle Sports.
In sports, free agents are free to find a team that offers the best deal. That's why Braves only sells their coverages through independent insurance agents. Feel free to find the best team to protect your auto, home, or business.
business. Mallory Agency considers Grange the go-to company for the combination of great value and outstanding claim service. Call Mallory Agency at 706-884-3339 or visit their website at www.MalloryAgency.com. Products not available in all states. The action continues now with more Callaway Cavalier football on Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at Eagle1023.com.
Welcome back. Minute 29 left to go. 7-24 or 24-7, depending on how you want to look at it. And here we go. The Cavaliers looking at second down and about 12.
One thing they might have to do now, guys, by using their last timeout, they can't use the middle of the field as much, so they're going to have to look for something to the sidelines unless they can get a first down, which would stop the clock automatically.
We'll roll Dre Martin over to this near side. Looking, going to throw it out to him complete. He's up to the 15. He's going to get down to the 10, go out of bounds. Great. Hey, exactly the right call, Tony.
Yeah, exactly.
It may be it's going to be close to a first down, too.
He put his head down. Dre did. Put his head down, got an extra yard there, so it's going to depend on the mark. Greg,
we're about a yard short, guys.
Okay, but at least that clock is stopped now, so 3rd down and 1 for the Cavaliers.
Ball's on the 11-yard line.
Let's just get to the end zone. I'll be happy with that. Westminster doesn't like it, so
they're
they're going to call a timeout. They'll take a timeout. We'll take one as well. This timeout's brought to you by Troup County Sheriff James Woodruff, who reminds you to take time to tell your kids not to drink and drive right here on Eagle Sport.
So come see me or any of my fine staff at Holmes Pharmacy today.
You're listening to Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at Eagle1023.com. Now back to the field for more Callaway Cavalier football.
Welcome back, everyone, to Callaway High School football here as the Cavaliers try to drive with 1:22 to go in the first half, down by a score of 24-7. 3rd down and 1 for the Cavaliers. Ball's near their 11-yard line. Sanders in the shotgun. They're going to run the option to the right. Going to get up ahead.
First down.
It looks like he's going to fall ahead for the first down.
Tony Hill get down to the 9-yard line. Spot him, so it'll be a 1st and goal.
Cavaliers need to hustle back to the line of scrimmage. Remember, they have no timeouts. Minute 17 to go until halftime. Trying to score right here before halftime and try to regain some of the momentum. Sanders in the shotgun. Cedric to his left. They're going to turn and hand the ball to Cedric down the right side. Cedric still on his feet down to the 5, inside the 5. Cavaliers got to hurry. Clock down to a minute. 2nd down now. 2nd and goal for the Cavaliers.
You know, Tony, Cedric made a choice to turn it upfield where you kind of wish he'd have brought it to the sidelines on that one. Ball's on the 5-yard line.
Still a long way to the sideline,
2nd
too,
down
though.
And goal. Cavaliers might be forced here to at least try a pass to stop the clock.
He'll roll to his left. Got a man in his face. Going to grab him by the ankle and sack him.
Number 59.
Back at the 15.
Number 59 again. That's Bogus again with a big sack. Drops Sanders back near the 15-yard line. Cavaliers unable to stop the clock. 2nd down and goal here. 3rd down and goal now. Cavaliers quickly back to the line of scrimmage. Clock down to 25 seconds.
Sanders will spike the ball. They'll stop the clock.
Bring up 4th down.
Got my voice back finally.
Welcome back.
Ooh, that pretzel went down the wrong pole there.
Do we have a paramedic up there just to make sure?
I'll tell you what, the hot buffalo wing pretzels will take you out if you breathe them instead of swallow them.
So it looks like the Cavaliers are going to attempt a field goal themselves here. They're going to spot the ball at the 22-yard line.
It is 4th down.
Noah Stevens going to try to answer the earlier field goal by Westminster.
Here we go. Snap, hold, kick is up. And
no good.
Is wide to the left.
Wow, close.
So a big drive, guys. You know, that started from the 20, got all the way to the other 20, and just stalled out there. Not quite enough time to make things happen. We're down to 23 seconds.
Wow, I guess that's the way the first half has gone for the Cavaliers, Jack. Nothing has really gone right. Once we took that opening kickoff and drove the length of the field and made it 7-0. But after that, the Cavaliers have really sputtered on offense. But, you know, let's give credit to the Westminster defense. They've done a good job with field position and fumbles and penalties. So Cavaliers are going to go in at halftime behind 24-7.
Westminster will just snap the ball and they'll count down 17-16. And that'll be the end of the first half of play. Guys, we got lots to reflect about as we get ready for halftime here. We also got some scores from around the state that we want to give you, tell you about some things happening close to us. But right now, the Cavaliers are trailing Westminster at halftime, 24-7, right here on Eagle Sports.
For the past 27 years, Parkway Mitsubishi has been the go-to place if you're looking for a pre-owned vehicle. We have a reputation for stocking the sharpest, best-looking, high-quality cars, trucks, vans, and SUVs in the area. We also will not be beat when it comes to price. And with over 45 different banks, we can handle just about any financing situation. We're also the home of warranty for life with all of our premium pre-owned vehicles. And with over 400 vehicles to choose from, Parkway Mitsubishi is the place to buy your next pre-owned vehicle. To see our complete inventory, check us out online at parkwaymitsu.com.
Hi, Ben Jackson with Jackson Heating and Air. Cooler weather is on the way. Make sure your unit is ready to keep you, your friends, and your family comfortable this holiday season. Our trained comfort specialists are committed to being the best in installation, service, and customer satisfaction. Let us take care of all of your heating and air needs. We've been keeping our Georgia and Alabama neighbors comfortable for over 42 years. When you need someone there, it's Jackson Heating and Air. It's hard to stop a train.
Georgia dealer number CN209465. Alabama dealer number 99011.
First down and goal to go.
In the game of football, it takes the skill and effort of a team to reach the goal line. At Commercial Bank and Trust, we know it takes the same kind of teamwork to help you reach your goals of financial security. That's why we offer a team of professionals who are dedicated to providing effective game-winning financial solutions. You'll get the expertise you need from the people you know and trust.
Touchdown!
Commercial Bank and Trust, a division of Synovus Bank. There's a secret to beating injuries or ailments. Get the right team. Emory Southern Orthopedics, well-trained, experienced doctors, nurses, and staff are that team. These teammates listen and understand your specific condition and provide high-quality hometown care that will get you back into your game. For more information about Emory Southern Orthopedics team, visit www.southernorthopedics.com.
Stuck in a state of falling behind, struggling to keep up with your kids, your finances, insurance, your life, then let State Farm agent Matt Orr in LaGrange help you simplify and get to a better state. Because with Matt Orr handling your auto, home, and life insurance, you'll have more time to handle everything else. More money, too, because adding State Farm policies earn discounts that can add up to 40% and actually help you get ahead. Call State Farm agent Matt Orr in LaGrange today and get to a better state with State Farm. Discounts may vary state to state.
You're listening to Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com. The action continues now with more Callaway Cavalier football.
Welcome back, everyone, to Callaway High School football. We are at halftime with your score, Westminster 24 and Callaway 7. Not exactly what we enjoy reporting, but first half just did not go the Cavaliers' way. A lot of penalties, a couple of turnovers, some short punts, and really just a tough half of the Cavaliers. But on the bright side, they put together a little drive there right before half and missed a field goal. So hopefully the Cavaliers can go in at halftime and make some necessary adjustments and come back out, and it'll be important for them to they'll be on defense to start the second half, so it's going to be really important for them to get a 3 and out and hopefully get back in this ball game. We're going to go back to the station now for a few more commercial breaks. You're listening to Callaway Football on the Eagle Sports Network.
www.MalloryAgency.com.
Products not available in all states.
Now back to more Callaway Cavalier football on Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.
Everyone, we are at halftime with your score, unfortunately, Westminster 24, Callaway 7. As we said before the break, a real tough half for the Cavaliers. Weren't able to really get anything going after that first drive. They took the opening kickoff, went 80 yards and scored, go up 7-0. But since then, it's been all Westminster. Westminster's taking advantage of some really, really great field position. They've been able to they had a couple of 30-yard drives due to short punts, a couple of fumbles by the Cavaliers, and they've taken advantage of it. Cavaliers had an opportunity to take advantage of a punt fumble, a turnover by Westminster earlier in the second quarter, and was unable to do anything. And they just not able to get anything going on offense that would. But as we said, had some success to end the first half there in the second quarter. And Greg, I don't know if you got your ears on.
I do. Yeah, and I want to say, Tony. Also, we had that scat back here in the backfield. Plenty of Cavaliers around it. and he just came out of nowhere and ran 32 yards up the middle.
Yeah, you know, and as you and I were talking, that's great effort and poor tackling. So, you know, I mean, the kids did a good job, but Cavaliers really need to come out in the second half. And, you know, Greg, you've had a better view down there than I have. What's one of the things that sort of jumped out at you? What have you noticed down there?
Well, I think that I hadn't seen in a long time is they had the Cavaliers had a point in time where it all of a sudden it's 14-7, all of a sudden it's 21-7, and you can see some heads dropping. And that's when your senior leadership needs to step up, and that's what happened. I saw a couple of these guys start patting each other on the shoulder, slapping each other on the head, and say, hey, guys, let's step it up. And they did that on that last defensive series, came back and on an offensive series, took it, 60 yards, just couldn't convert. You had to use the timeouts, and all of a sudden they found themselves without a timeout and getting tackled in the backfield like that. And you kind of wish, you hated it that they had to spike it. You look up, and you think you don't want to second guess, but you look back and you think, wow, we could have kind of thrown one to the end zone, just take a shot at it. But it is what it is. We tried a field goal and just was left, and would have been nice to go at halftime 24-10, but didn't happen. But you know what, Tony? These guys make some adjustments. The biggest thing they've got to correct is themselves. They're just beating themselves right now.
You're exactly right. Turnovers, poor field position, penalties have really wiped out a couple of long games for the Cavaliers. And, it's just been one of those halves. And hopefully the coaching staff can go in and get these kids motivated and get them ready to compete in the second half, because you never know what's going to happen in that second half. That ball will bounce funny sometimes. So they're not out of this yet, down by 17. So after we get back from these commercial messages, we'll talk a little bit more about go over some highlights, hopefully, of the first half. So come on back and join us here for Callaway Football on the Eagle Sports Network.
Do you want to buy a house? No, wait. Do you want to buy a home? You can search the internet for houses, but to find your home, you need RE/MAX results agent Hilton Swanson. He'll work with you to find a place that you want to live and take care of all the details from negotiations to paperwork. 594-7216. His advice is free, and his work is invaluable. When you're ready, or just getting ready to buy your home, talk to RE/MAX result agent Hilton Swanson today.
Hey, y'all, this is your old friend Jonathan Mooseman with King Chevrolet in Valley, Alabama. It's time for King's annual Black Friday sales event. All month long, every Silverado 1500 has 0% for 72 months. Save thousands in interest charges, and I've got them in stock. King Chevrolet is East Alabama and West Georgia Silverado headquarters. Shop us online at king.com or kingchevy.net. Better yet, take the short drive to Savings to exit 77 off of I-85 in Valley, Alabama. King Chevrolet, find new roads. The moose is loose, y'all. Come see me.
0% with approved credit. See dealer for details.
Touchdown! Great teams bring together skill, the right equipment, and ongoing support. It's a winning combination. At West Georgia Health and LaGrange, our highly rated teams sport medical expertise, state-of-the-art technology, and comprehensive services. For more information or to review our playbook, visit wghealth.org. West Georgia Health. So healthy together.
You're listening to Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com. Now back to more Callaway Cavalier football.
Welcome back to Callaway Cavalier football as our band's on the field. Let's listen to them for just a little bit here.
Now the conclusion comes to fight song. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a round of applause for your Callaway High School Marching Cavalier band at this time.
Callaway Cavalier Marching Band, tremendous job tonight, getting the crowd excited about this one. And guys, we got to find something to get excited about, because right now we're trailing 24-7. We're going to talk a little bit about what's happened in the first half. And there's been three things I'll say that have been against the Cavaliers. One is field position. go-to has been losing the ball, an interception and a couple of fumbles. Actually, 3 fumbles, recovered 1, and penalties. Those 3 things, any one of those 3 things will kill you. When you have all 3 of them happening, it's going to be tough to beat a team like Westminster.
Well, 17 of their points are a direct result of turnovers.
Yep.
So they've had unreal field position, as we said, due to those turnovers. And when you give a good offense, a short field, it's tough on the defense. They need to step up and make some plays, but it's tough on the defense to defend only 30 yards of field. So, but I think more importantly, the Cavaliers got to get something going on offense. They need something positive to happen early, something to sort of, shake them up a little bit and get the cobwebs out. And but Jack, we'd be remiss if we didn't give Westminster a lot of credit.
Yeah.
We did have the turnovers, but Westminster was able to take advantage of those turnovers. We had a turnover out here close to midfield when they fumbled a punt. We weren't able to do anything with it. So let's give those guys credit. They've come. As we said earlier, they're in the playoffs every year. They
There's
know
a reason for that.
They're not a stranger to this. So, but the Cavaliers are too. So, and we've got another half to come out and see if we can get back in this football game and make a run at them in the second half.
The only time that Westminster's had the ball on the other side of the 50 was in their first time, and we stopped them 3 and out there. And thought that was a nice harbinger for what things were going to come.
Right.
But then we ended up giving them the ball back at the 34. Dylan Johnson, we're really missing him a lot of places. Brethren's doing a good job tonight, but he's still a little rusty with his passes. He's throwing behind. He's throwing too deep. Just still not as crisp as we'd like him to be this late in the playoffs.
Yeah, and you remember, Jack, if we go back to the first of the year, this was Braylon's first year at quarterback.
Right.
Okay. Remember, he played, 4 or 5 games, then he was injured. He missed the last 4 or 5, and last week was his first action.
Right.
So, the rust is still there a little bit, but he's had a lot of pressure from the Westminster front. They've put 8, 9 people in the box. They've brought everybody and dared the Cavaliers to throw the ball and beat them, and so far the Cavaliers haven't been able to do that.
Yeah, big number 55 has been in the backfield as much as our guys sometimes. As he's really doing – when you talked about the whole first half, they'll put 7 guys right there on the line of scrimmage, just daring them to throw over their heads.
That's exactly right. And so far the Cavaliers haven't proved that they can be consistent in the passing game, and until they do, the running game is not going to open up because they're going to outnumber us in the box. So, again, I'm glad we've always said, we'll be ahead at halftime. We've always said, boy, I wish we only played a half. Well, tonight I'm glad we played a full quarter.
Yeah, we did all 4 quarters.
Give the Cavaliers an opportunity to get back in this ball game.
Well, and tough also, late in the first half, we drive the ball all the way down to the 20-yard line, unable to come away with points, either a field goal or a touchdown. And that was a tough one going into halftime without having those points.
Well, and as Greg brought up a good point, we had to use our timeouts, and so we weren't able to really get a couple of plays into the end zone to give ourselves a shot at the touchdown. So, but that's the way it goes. So
watching that kicker, he's just stepping back. He just kicked one from about the 35-yard line and went right through. He's going to kick all the way back at the 40. He's pretty aming. He'll fix to try to kick a 50-yard field goal.
Well, he's got a future. We'll definitely be seeing him, as we said, with him going to Penn State. But it's awfully cold in Happy Valley, as we said earlier. But they got some other guys. Greg mentioned a great point about Westminster. They're very well coached. Their technique, their scheme, they do a lot of things really well. They don't really have – really the only one who stands out is number 32 because of his quickness. And he is quick. I mean, he's like a little jitterbug, a little water bug out there. It's almost like his feet don't touch the ground.
Yep.
He made a great run earlier. Greg and I were talking about it while you were gone. It was a combination of poor tackling. The Cavaliers had him in the backfield, but he wouldn't go down, and he went and scored another touchdown. So, really a half that the Cavaliers would just soon forget and hope they can put it behind them and come out in the second half and play a little better.
All right, let's take a break when we go back to the station. 24-7 is our score. We got lots more to talk about here at halftime right here on Eagle Sports.
New Franklin Road in LaGrange, where they only serve American-grown catfish, barbecue cooked to perfection, and with all the fixings to make it worth every penny. Rogers Barbecue is locally owned and run with care since 1945. Come eat with us Monday through Saturday from 11 to 9, or use our carry-out window. Rogers Barbecue, New Franklin Road, LaGrange.
Now back to the field for more Callaway Cavalier football on WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at Eagle1023.com.
Welcome back to Callaway Cavalier football. And Tony, you got a guest up here in the booth.
Yeah, we're joined up here. My son Luke has joined us up here. I think it was just cold outside, and he was looking for a warm place to go. So
either that or he heard me choking on air. And
well,
as
I told you earlier, I brought him up just in case you needed Heimlich maneuver or something a while ago. You got a little something stuck in your throat. So that means you and Coleman aren't going to give me mouth to mouth. It ain't happening. Thank God. You're in trouble for me and Coleman now. We might find somebody down there that might do it, but. Yeah, we'll call for help. We'll make sure somebody gets here pretty quick. But
it's nice to know I'm protected and safe up here.
Yes, sir.
We're going to get you some scores just a minute ago. Britt back at the station sent me this information. Heard County, their quarterback was injured in one of the first plays of the ball game. Might have a broken leg. I hate to speculate, but he's out in that ball game. Right now in the first half, they're losing 21-0.
Who they playing?
I'll have to pull that up in just a second. I'll get that for you in just a moment.
Well, we got one score. Fitzgerald, right? Yeah, Fitzgerald. We've made that road trip to Fitzgerald before a few years ago, and that's a long way down there. Fitzgerald, another one of those powers that they compete for the state playoffs every year. So one score that we had earlier, Adairsville, which is sort of important to the Cavaliers. Adairsville's over in Jackson tonight, and the Callaway Westminster winner plays the winner of Adairsville in Jackson. And right now, Adairsville's up by a score of 21-0. Which is a little bit of an upset right there. Adairsville comes in as a number 2 from the Calhoun's region, and of course Jackson is the region winner. I believe it's Region 2. So those two winners will hook up next week, and what we were hoping for was an Adairsville win and a Callaway win, which would bring that game here to Callaway.
That'd be nice.
With a region, since Callaway was a 1 and Adairsville was a 2, but right now the Cavaliers have their hands full in this game. So for us to get to that game, we got to take care of this one. So
just looking at a few scores, Sandy Creek and Bainbridge. There's no score with that one at the half. Got Jefferson and Blessed Trinity. Jefferson leading 3-0.
That's a barn burner.
What's that
2 and 3 in the state, or is that 1 and 3,
so.
something like that? Yeah.
You've got Brooks County and Manchester. Our friends over in Manchester, they're trailing Brooks County 21-14. Buford leading Worth County 21-0. No surprise there. Calhoun over Peach County at the half 14-7. We mentioned 24-7, of course, at Westminster over Callaway right now. Looking at a few others, Central Gwinnett and Colquitt. Colquitt leading 28-14 over Central Gwinnett. Let's see who else we got here. There's so many scores I don't know who I want to talk about. Fitzgerald, they're 21-0 still. They're in the third quarter in that contest. Adairsville leading 21-0 over Jackson at the half. Jefferson County, they're tied up, leading 17-14 over Wesleyan. Carrollton trailing Jonesboro 14-7 at the half. Northgate over Lanier 28-7. Northgate will probably roll on in that one. Bowden right now leading Macon County 7-6. And let's see. Oh, this is a big ball game. A lot of folks have been talking about across the state. Archer and McEachern 3-0 at the half. That's going to be a big ball game right there.
That's 2 and 3 in 5A, 6A, 5A. Yeah,
they're talking about adding that 7A.
Right.
Super conference there.
Yeah, the reclassifications are going on right now. I was reading a little bit earlier about some of our local teams, and don't know if the appeals and those types of things have been settled yet, but it'll be interesting to see which region Callaway is in next week, and also the Troop Tigers and LaGrange High School Grangers.
Woodward Academy also leading Spalding 20-0 at the half. Let's take another break. We come back, still lots more to go in the second half of play, live here from Callaway Stadium on Eagle Sports.
Flu season is upon us, and we would like to invite you to get your flu shot from Holmes Pharmacy. If you have Medicare or insurance, it could be free. And if you have a big group of 10 or more that will shot, call Holmes Pharmacy, and we can come to you.
Hi, I'm Perry Prather, pharmacist at Holmes Pharmacy. So drop by Commerce Avenue in LaGrange, Georgia. We have your flu shot ready. So come see me or any of my fine staff at Holmes Pharmacy today.
Hello, Callaway Cavalier football fans. This is your old friend Jonathan Moosemap from King Chevrolet and King Kawasaki in Valley, Alabama. We are proud to be huge sponsors right here on Eagle Sports coverage of the Callaway Cavaliers football team this year. We know that Coach Wiggins and the staff there have been working with these young men and turning these young men into football players, and we know that hard work is going to pay off with another long playoff run. So let's go, Callaway Cavaliers. Take care of business and know that your friends in Valley, Alabama at King are behind you 100%.
The action continues now with more Callaway Cavalier football on Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.
Welcome back to Callaway Cavalier football. Right now, as we mentioned, the Callaway Cavaliers are trailing 24-7 here at the halftime. And you guys, the coaches have been in the locker rooms talking to these young folks, trying to get them fired up about what's going to happen. Let's talk about what the keys to the second half are. How do we come back in this one, especially with them getting the ball as we'll be kicking it off to them?
Well, first thing we got to do is get a 3 and out. We got to get a stop on defense. Hopefully, we can get a good kickoff, good coverage, and we can get some decent field position. But one of the keys to the first half, the only punt that Westminster had was about a 50-yard bomb that went out at about the 10-yard line. And as Coleman pointed out, that's where everything sort of started going against the Cavaliers with field position. We weren't able to flip it. He was. And so, we got to get them off the field, and we really need to score a touchdown on our first offensive possession.
That and the 2 big plays were called back. One down to the 5-yard line with Cedric, and also Michael Freeman goes across the 50 on a big catch. Those 2 plays right there, that's almost 100 yards of offense that we lost in the first half.
And those are penalties are part of the game. Penalties and turnovers, that you have them each week. You just try to keep them to a minimum. So, I'm sure Coach Wiggins and that staff, they got in some ears and got their attention. So, hopefully it paid off. And, as we get ready for the second half kickoff here in a couple of minutes, really want to see what the Cavaliers, how they respond to the second half.
Let's take 4 spots back to the station. We'll listen to 4 of our sponsors. When we come back, we got kickoff for the second half of play right here on Eagle Sports.
In the game of football, it takes the skill and effort of a team to reach the goal line. At Commercial Bank and Trust, we know it takes the same kind of teamwork to help you reach the goal of financial security. That's why we offer a team of professionals who are dedicated to providing effective game-winning financial solutions. You'll get the expertise you need from people you know and trust. Commercial Bank and Trust, a division of the Synovus Bank, member FDIC.
So, what if you're walking out of your car after work today and it's been mashed by a runaway garbage truck? We've got an agent for that. Having your own State Farm agent means having a real person there to help you when things go wrong. So when accidents happen, you've got someone you know who will be there when you need them. Matt Orr in LaGrange is that State Farm agent. He's got your back when things go wrong. So call him today at 706-882-0046. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Touchdown! Great teams bring together skill, the right equipment, and ongoing support. It's a winning combination. At West Georgia Health in LaGrange, our highly rated teams sport medical expertise, state-of-the-art technology, and comprehensive services. For more information or to review our playbook, visit wghealth.org. West Georgia Health. So healthy together.
There's a secret to beating injuries or ailments. Get the right team. Emory Southern Orthopedics' well-trained, experienced doctors, nurses, and staff are that team. These teammates listen and understand your specific condition and provide high-quality hometown care that will get you back into your game. For more information about Emory Southern Orthopedics team, visit www.southernorthopedics.com.
You're listening to Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com. Now back to the field for more Callaway Cavalier football.
Welcome back to Callaway Cavalier football as we get ready to start the second half of play. The Callaway Cavaliers will be on defense to start. They'll be kicking the ball off. And tell you what, we've got to find a way to stop that little number 32, Malcolm. But Zay Malcolm has been just 3 touchdowns in the first half of play. Also a field goal by Gillikin. They're really exactly what we talked about in the first half, a team that's going to take advantage and also have done a great job of reining in Cedric Maynard on the defensive side.
Yeah, Cedric hadn't been able to get loose, and he has definitely been a focus for the Westminster defense. And as we get ready to start this second half, the Cavaliers will be kicking off from the scoreboard side, kicking toward the college over there, and number 32, Malcolm, is back deep. So see if the Cavaliers can keep the ball away from him on this opening kickoff.
Noah Stevens on to kick the ball.
You think I should stand up the second half, Mike?
Let's try something.
Our luck?
Change it.
Yeah. I'm afraid if I stand up, Coleman won't be able to see. It's going to be important for Coleman to see.
There's the kick. Kick down to about the 14-yard line, brought up to the 20. And man, he's fast. Gets across the 32, and he is bit big time by J.T. Wortham.
That's what the Cavaliers need. J.T. Wortham. When you need a response, J.T. delivers. Big hit out past the 30-yard line. Dropped the running back Malcolm. So from right there, let's see if that ignites the Cavalier defense a little bit, Jack. See if they can get a 3 and out here.
Man, he hit a wall in J.T.
Yes,
he
he
picked
did.
him up and planted him. We might see little 32s growing in that spot later on. 32 gets to the 32-yard line, and that's where Westminster will have it 1st and 10.
Let's see if the Cavaliers can transfer that into a good defensive stand here.
The quarterback, Woolley, back in at quarterback. He'll have a man behind him. In the pistol set, they'll put a man in motion back from this near side. He'll stand there. Shove his feet. They'll have a problem in the backfield. Quarterback keeps it. We don't catch him in the backfield, though. He'll run out to the 35. He'll get about 3 yards up the field. Almost had him in the backfield after they had a little bumping in the background.
Yeah, they ran into each other that time. The Cavaliers were able to get some penetration, but quarterback Woolley was able to get around that right side. Dominique Copeland came up from his cornerback position and dropped him after a gain of about 2. Ball's out near the 35-yard line now. 2nd down and about 7.
You know, we were talking about penalties. That left guard almost gave it away that he was pulling. So, let's turn the tide this half, guys.
Play clock down to 7. Westminster's going to have to hurry to get this one off.
4.
And they're not.
They got to call a timeout. They'll take a timeout. Go ahead, Greg.
Oh, that's a good thing. Call a timeout. Since something's turning, baby.
All right, the momentum may be moving our way. 11:15 left to go. This timeout's brought to you by Troup County Sheriff James Woodruff, who reminds you to tell your kids not to drink and drive. Right here on Eagle Sports.
In sports, free agents are free to find a team that offers the best deal. That's why Grange only sells their coverages through independent insurance agents. They're free to find the best team to protect your auto, home, or
Callaway Agency considers Grange their go-to company for their combination of great value and outstanding claim service. Call Mallory Agency at 706-884-3339 or visit their website at www.malloryagency.com.
Products not available in all states.
You're listening to Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com. He's now with more Callaway Cavalier football.
Welcome back as here we go. Westminster puts a man in motion. Quarterback takes it. He'll fake the handoff, roll out, looking downfield. He's got a man in his face. He loses the ball. Fumble on the field. Ball's still loose. Looks like Westminster got on it back at the 20.
Boy, great pressure by J.T. Wortham, and it's a good thing because Westminster had a receiver running free on the other side of the 50, wide open, but the pressure from J.T. Wortham forced a fumble, and number 70 from Westminster got back on that ball, and boy, that's a big break for Westminster, even though they did lose a lot of yardage. So big 3rd down now for the Cavaliers, Jack. They need to get off the field right here.
Twins to this near side of Mansfield, wide to the far side. He takes the snap, hands the ball off to his tailback, who's hit right there at the line of scrimmage. We bring him down. This is going to be a 3 and out for Westminster.
Good defensive stand by number 52, Keegan Ramsey. Number 8, Rashawn Lovelace from their defensive tackle position. Held the little scat back there, number 32, Malcolm, to no gain. So the Cavalier defense does their job. Now they got to handle this punt from Gillikin. He'll be standing back near his 10. And Dre Martin is deep, backing up close to his own 30-yard line.
Imagine that. Did you have to back up to the 30? This kid can kick the ball.
Good job by the defense that time, Jack. So first goal accomplished.
Steps up, kicks the ball, and it is high. Bounces at the 30. We pick it up at the 25. Up the field to the 30, 35, 40, and finally brought down to about the 43-yard line. Good job.
Good job that time by Dre Martin. Picked it up on the bounce near his 25, brought it back out close to the 40, almost to the 44-yard line, and that's where the Cavaliers will set up this drive. And, Jack, we talked about the things they need to do in the second half. Well, first goal accomplished. Defense got a 3 and out, got good pressure, so now it's up to the Cavalier offense to mount a drive here and go down and get a touchdown.
Credit that coaching staff for doing some great job of making adjustments, getting ready to take on the quickness of 32. Cavaliers going to break the huddle. Brethren will go into center, man split wide left and right. Body at the fullback, Maynard at the tailback. Methodically, they come to the line. Steps back. Hands the ball off to Maynard. Maynard will try to get to the outside. He does. He cuts, gets about 4, 5, 6 yards, goes out of bounds across the 50 at the 48.
Good job by Cedric getting around the left side on the sweep there. Got out ahead, got near midfield, picked up about 6 yards. Jack, one thing our listeners can't see is the number of people up on the line of scrimmage for Westminster. There's no deep safety help at all. They're putting everybody in the box and leaving their cornerbacks one-on-one with our wide receivers. And so far, they've been successful at shutting down the Callaway running game.
We break the huddle again, stay in the eye. Brillen steps under, takes the snap. Steps back, comes down the line on the option. He's going to keep it, Fake the pitch. Great fake. It's a 35-30. It's a foot race to the 20. 10, 5. Oh!
Were they going to mark him down at?
Touchdown! Touchdown, Cavaliers!
Wow, what a break there. Braylon Sanders into the end zone, 60 yards for the touchdown, and the Cavaliers are back in it, 24-13.
From the 48-yard line, a 48-yard run for a touchdown.
You know, the corner number 40 he's got a good argument. We'll take that touchdown. Great effort. I'm glad we just don't have replay, guys. Good job, Callaway, baby.
Big extra point right here by Noah Stevens.
Snap, hold, kick is up, and the kick is good.
Mission accomplished, Jack. Stop them on defense and score a touchdown on the first offensive possession.
Baby.
9:34 left to go in the third quarter play. 24-14. We got a ball game right here on Eagle Sports.
Do you know what your house is worth? Yeah, you can look it up on the internet, but that's a general value. To really know the right value for your home, talk to RE/MAX Result Agent Hilton Swanson, because when you know, then you can decide if you're ready to sell and at the right price. So like Hilton Swanson on Facebook or call 706-594-7216. His advice is free and his work is invaluable. When you need to sell your home, talk to RE/MAX Result Agent Hilton Swanson today.
Now back to more Callaway Cavalier football on Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.
All right, this is going right according to the way that Tony and Greg and I drew it up.
How about a turnover right here, guys?
Short kick. Will be taken back at the 15, up to the 20, 25. We hit him. He's still on his feet to the 40. Ooh, we fold him back over at the 40. That did not look comfortable at all.
Good return that time by Malcolm as he was hit high by number 38, Noah Stevens, the kicker. But they do have good field position, Jack, as you mentioned, all the way out to the Cavalier 40-yard line. So let's see if the Cavalier D can get another 3 and out and get the ball back to the offense.
Well, you could just hear the Callaway Cavaliers down here on the sidelines just, ooh, when he turned over. But, hey, 32's a tough cookie.
Yeah, he is. He's still on the field out there. The quarterback, Woolley, will go to the shotgun set. 2 backs in the backfield with him. Take the snap, hand the ball off to, actually fake the handoff. He'll keep the ball, get about 4 yards up the field.
Good tackle by number 14, Javoski Leverett there to hold that play to about a 3-yard gain. Looks like Westminster's going back to what they had success with early in the first half. Quarterback takes it and just basically turns his back to the defense. Doesn't allow the defense to see where the ball's going. Either gives it to 32 Malcolm or keeps it and goes right in behind his offensive line. So,
Tony, I know you guys can see it up there. But one of the adjustments looks like Callaway made is they decided to back up a little bit on the defensive line.
Here we go. Takes the snap, fakes the handoff, turns, going to pass the ball, complete, but short of the first down. Ball gets to about the 48-yard line. He'll need about 2 more to get a first down.
Same play they opened the ball game with, just about a 3 or 4 yard quick hitch pass to their slot receiver on the right side. Good job by Courtney Williams. Play gained about 5 yards, so big 3rd down and 2 now for both teams as the Cavalier defense needs to get off the field.
Here we go. Takes the snap, turns, going to hand the ball. They got a little jet sweep coming from the far side. They'll pick up the first down across the 50. We hit him and bring him down at the 48.
As you said, Jack, they ran that little jet sweep to the left side over here, and little tailback Malcolm took that little sweep action and came to the left side, got ahead for a first down now. First down now for Westminster at the Cavalier 47-yard line.
Westminster puts a man in motion, look for that little spin move for the quarterback. Actually, now he's going to step back. Isn't that 2 men in motion there?
Play clock down to 10.
He'll reset. Puts the man in motion once again. Takes the snap. Going to hand the ball off again. We get him in the backfield. Got him back at the 48 on the other side.
J.T. Wortham again from his defensive end position. Smelled that play out and wrapped the tailback Malcolm up for about a 3 or 4 yard loss. Back on the other side of the 50 now. So that's going to bring up 3rd. As a flag down, the officials are talking over here, so let's see what we got now.
Steps back, let's see what we got. Personal foul, face mask against Callaway.
Oh, my goodness gracious. Wow. What a tough call that was. I'm not sure who that was on. Boy, the Callaway sideline is furious with the officials, and they're letting them know it too. So a great play by J.T. Wortham. Cavaliers are going to get hung with a face mask call. So that's going to move the ball deeper into the Cavalier territory. So tough break for the Cavaliers there as they held that play to no gain. and now it's going to be a first down for Westminster. That's a tough call, Jack.
That flips the field, also moves the ball down inside the 40. We were on the other side of the 50. So the ball rests at the 36. Woolley will take the shotgun snap. Will hand the ball off to his tailback, who's going to bounce to the outside. Got to make a tackle, guys. Gets across the 25 down to about the 22.
Looks like we got a flag thrown from the umpire, so hopefully this one's going to go against Westminster, maybe with a hold.
Got a big hold on number 60 there. He's
Yep, they'll send it back the other way. Just their second penalty on the night.
Cavalier sideline still voicing their displeasure with that face mask call, but nevertheless, it's got a big holding call here against Westminster. So now they'll be behind the chains and be up to the Cavalier defense maybe to get a turnover or a stop and get that offense back out on the field.
The spot foul. Yep, spot foul. So they'll back it up to the 40-yard line. 7:30 left to go in the third quarter play. 24-14 in favor of Westminster. Callaway stopped on the first drive they had in this third quarter of play in the second half. Second time with the ball for Westminster. Play clock begins to tick. Quarterback Woolley takes it, rolls to his right. Got pitch relationship with his tailback who has trouble getting it. He's going to be taken down short of the original line of scrimmage at the 38.
Westminster tried to run their version of the option to the right side over there. J.T. Wortham on that side. Dominic Copeland from his cornerback position. Number 18, Jabril Jackson scraping to the outside. Held that play to about a yard gain, so that brings up second down and 11 now. Ball's going to be marked at the Callaway 37-yard line. 6:58 to go in the third quarter. Westminster up by a score of 24-14.
Pistol set for Westminster. Woolley takes it, looks, going to try to pass the ball. He's got a man on his feet, going to flare it out to the outside. We're going to hit him. He's going to get free. He gets about 5-6 more yards up the field. He gets to the 30 and knocked out of bounds on the far side.
Good job over there that time by the Cavalier defense. Number 32, Malcolm took a little swing pass to the right side over there, and the Cavaliers were able to run him out of bounds before he got to the first down sticks. He did pick up a little yardage, so let's see where they're going to mark it there, guys.
Maybe just short of the 30. Wow, that was not a good spot for them.
A lot of Christmas going on, a lot of red and green over on that sidelines, a lot of coaches trying to break him up, a little mouthing going on. I think, what I'm seeing so far down on the sidelines is Westminster coaches kind of getting in the heads of these referees early in this second half, particularly on this drive.
Big third down for the Cavaliers. Now 3rd down and 8.
That was a terrible
Cavalier
spot
defense
for Westminster.
trying to get off the field.
In fact, they're trying to let the officials know.
Got a flag.
Going to be a procedure call
against Westminster.
It is a illegal procedure call. Westminster will back it up 5.
Hey, we'll take it. So instead of 3rd down to about 8, it's going to make it 3rd down and 13. Now the Westminster sideline is exploding on the officials.
Yep.
So,
and the coaches have been inside the hash marks about every play, guys. Eventually, they've got to do something about warning them. You get off the field. There's not just one coach. If you can see, there's multiple coaches.
Well, I don't know because we don't say anything about that because Pete's on about the 30 every time.
Yeah, but it's 5 coaches against 1.
Big 3rd down for the Cavaliers. The crowd's on his feet now, encouraging the defense to get a big stop.
3rd and 14. Fake the handoff, back to pass. Going to throw a little screen in the middle. We're going to hit him and bring him down short of the 35-yard line. He does not get the first down, so it'll be 4th down, but this is in range for their field goal kicker.
Yeah, that's going to be on about the 35, Jack. So
they're going to try a field goal, guys.
This will be about a 52-yard bomb for number 33, Gilligan. And we watched him in warm-ups, and he's got plenty of legs, so they're going to give him a shot right here.
They had the ball spotted at the 40 several times, and he was knocking them through. A little pressure would help. 5:03 left to go, 24-14. They're going to attempt this field goal here. A 52-yard attempt. Snap, hold, kick is up.
Oh, my goodness.
And he booms it.
Wow.
And it goes through.
That is a bomb right there, folks. 52-yard field goal by number 33.
You just got to respect that.
Just tip your hat. Blake Gilligan, give him a lot of credit. He bombed that one. So the Westminster tacks on another 3, and that puts them up by a score down of 27-14.
Go ahead, Greg. What were you going to say?
No, I was just saying, hey, you want to applaud for somebody, you got to give that guy a hand right there.
Yes, you do. Yeah. Give him a lot of credit.
You can't begrudge that one.
That's a big leg in a pressure situation right there.
We're going to keep it here as Westminster quickly back on the field, ready to kick the ball off. 27-14 is your score.
But the defense was, Jack, able to hold them to a field goal attempt. you'll take your shot with 52-yard field goals. Now if the Cavaliers can come down, score another touchdown, they're within a touchdown extra point of going ahead.
So now here we go. They're set to kick the ball off. Ball resting on the 40-yard line. Their kicker steps up. Gillicky kicks it. Nice high kick. This will actually be returned, looks like. Back.
Now they're going to say.
He said he stepped down. Okay. Tyreek Frazier stepped right on the line, and they'll bring it out to the 20. We'll have it there 1st and 10.
As we said, Jack, again, a victory for the defense. Give the other team credit, a 52-yard field goal. Cavalier defense kept them out of the end zone. Now they're going to start another drive on their own 20-yard line. Plenty of time to go. 4:47 to go here in the third quarter. And as we said, Cavaliers can go down and get a touchdown and an extra point. They will be within a touchdown and an extra point of going ahead in this game.
Here we go. Back to the eye. Sanders will check his line. 4:47 left to go in the third quarter. We need to get a nice quick drive down the field here. He'll back up, hand the ball off to Maynard. Maynard finds a little seam, gets to the 25-yard line for a gain of about 6. Actually, they're going to mark him down short of the 25.
Number 73, our buddy Cage Reeder at his defensive nose tackle position. Tripped him up there. Cedric had just a little bit of a crease there. Got ahead for about 4 yards. They're going to mark it out near the 24. So 2nd down and 6 now for Callaway.
Waiting on the snap. Actually, they break the huddle. Now they're waiting on the snap. Quarterback will check his line. I formation behind him. Sanders will back up. Hand the ball off to Maynard, who goes right. Goes left, comes back right. And they are all over. We're going to lose about 2 yards on that one, guys.
Boy, nowhere to go again. Reeder again from his defensive tackle position. Really strung out well by the Westminster defense. Cedric really had nowhere to go.
They're back to the old ways on defense again, just bringing 8 men in the box, pinning their ears back. Again, they, like you said, Tony, they just daring Braylon to throw the ball.
Play clock ticks down to 17 seconds, 3:42 left to go. We mentioned 27-14 is your score in favor of Westminster.
Coach Napier signals into play. Big 3rd down here now as the clock's down to 7 for the Cavaliers. 3rd down at about 7.
Sanders from the shotgun snap will take it. Looking, swings it out to the far side to the 20. Back up the field. Going to get the 1st down, cross the 35, all the way to the 40-yard line.
Wow, what a great individual move by Cedric Maynard. Took a little pass out in the flat, broke about 2 ankles out there as he made a little juke, got ahead for the 1st down, out to the 40-yard line. Cavaliers right back on the line of scrimmage. Great individual effort by Cedric Maynard right there.
You almost had to see that to appreciate it, fans.
Wow.
Back it up, going to hand the ball off to Cedric again around the left side. Up the field, he's hit hard. He'll lose actually gets across the line of scrimmage. Looks like he's going to get almost to the 45. Instead, they'll mark him back at the 42.
Through 3 quarters so far, Westminster's really done a good job of keeping Cedric bottled up. He's had a couple of creases, but he hadn't quite been able to break that long one yet. Tyreek Frazier in that tailback, going to give Cedric a little rest. 2:44 to go in the quarter. Callaway down 27-14.
Takes the snap, comes back to this near side, pitches the ball to the outside, crossed up to the 45, keep fighting, gets almost to the 50-yard line. They'll mark it at the 48.
Tyreek Frazier on the option to this side, got ahead for about 4 yards out near it looks like they're going to mark it at the Callaway 47-yard line. Going to bring up 3rd down and about 2 yards now, Jack, for the Cavaliers.
Nail binder here, just short of the 50. Sanders from the pistol set. They'll jump off sides.
And that's going to be a 1st down for the Cavaliers.
Finally.
Good job that time by Braylon Sanders going to that hard count. Finally got the defense to jump off sides, so the Cavaliers will take that 1st down any day.
We'll take it any way we can get it at this point, that's for sure.
Good job by the coaching staff to recognize that.
Good time.
And allow Braylon to use that hard count and draw the defense off sides.
We got a slot receiver to the far side, man wide to this side. Sanders will take the shotgun snap, hand the ball off. We'll go back to this near side, cut back to the middle field to the 45. Gain of 1, 2nd and 9.
Tyreek Frazier that time, again, really nowhere to go. Westminster doing a good job again on defense. Tyreek was able to get ahead for about a yard gain to the 45. Brings up 2nd down about 9 for the Cavaliers as the clock continues to wind down here in the 3rd quarter with 1:38 to go, and Callaway down 27-14.
A lot of running the ball. This has been a quick quarter of play. Callaway waits for it. Sanders will take it. Looking. He's going to just flip it out to his tailback.
And he's got room over here, guys.
To the 40, 30, 25, 20. He still has feet, cuts back inside, all the way down to the inside the 10 to the 7.
And I'm looking for yellow laundry, and I don't see any.
Nope.
I don't know if we can describe that play. Braylon Sanders rolled to his left, got pressured and was sacked. Had the presence of mind to flip it to Cedric Maynard, who brought it up the field all the way inside the 10-yard line, down near the 7. First and goal, Callaway Cavaliers.
Woo!
What a run.
Huge individual effort. Wow, guys, you got to see it.
Here we go. Sanders takes it. Actually,
Wow.
I think somebody jumped offside
That's a
somewhere.
flag. I don't know if we moved early or if, it's going to be a procedure call against us.
Wow. Yep. They'll back us up 5. So it's be first and goal from the, about the
Looks
13?
like maybe the 12, 13-yard line.
I really hope that side judge over there was coming in and saying, no, I saw it differently, but to no avail.
Looks like he was just agreeing.
So it's still first down and goal for the Cavaliers. 1:04 to go in the third quarter. Referee winds the clock. Cavaliers knocking on the door, trying to get within a touchdown here. Score 27-14.
Brother will have Tyreek Frazier will be in the backfield this time. There's a snap. Fakes to him. Brother's going to swing it out there. Oh, incomplete.
Dropped by Michael Freeman. Hit him right in the hands. He just failed to look it in. Not so sure he could have got very much farther anyway. Good coverage out there by Westminster. So that does stop the clock. Cavaliers now second down and goal.
He was right there inside the 10, and they did have very good coverage on him. Play clock begins again, 25 seconds waiting. But the big clock does not move. It's at 46 seconds. We trail 27-14 and need something here. Callaway breaks the huddle, makes his way back up to the line of scrimmage. Play clock down to 6. Sanders moves the man to the right side. We got to call a timeout.
Not going to get it off.
We do get it off. Go pitch it quickly to Maynard. Maynard to the 10, cuts back inside to the 5, down to the 4. They'll mark us right there at the 4. We barely got that play off, guys. I don't know how we did.
Good job by the Cavaliers. They ran that option to the right side. Cedric found a hole, ducked his head, and got inside the. They're going to mark it at the 5, so it's third down and goal from the 5. Cavaliers desperately need a touchdown right here in the clock, and they wind the clock again.
Snap the ball with him in our backfield. Let's go. Looking back. Are they going to let it tick down? 13 seconds. Now here we go. Sanders takes it. Hands the ball off as we can cut back inside. Down inside. Turns around.
Touchdown!
Touchdown!
Hands it over to the end zone and goes in for the touchdown. Does Cedric Maynard.
Jack, we got a ball game for the fourth quarter. That makes the score 27-20 now. Cedric Maynard would not be denied. Really had nowhere to go. Made a few people miss on the right side over here. Lunged over the goal line to bring the Cavaliers within 7 with the extra point to follow. 3.3 seconds to go here in the third quarter.
Hey, guys, that drive, that possession, all Cedric Maynard.
Snap, hold, kick is up. And the kick is good. 21-27. Callaway drawing it closer. They're within 6 right here on Eagle Sports.
State Farm, this is Gwen. Salutations, Gwen. I have car insurance, but I want to protect the rest of the stuff in my apartment. Some of my action figures were ruined recently.
We can add a renter's policy. For the cost of one action figure, we can protect your entire army of action figures against fire, theft, burst pipes.
Great! You have no idea how hard it is untangling that alien hair.
Add renter's insurance to your auto policy. State Farm.
Visit your LaGrange State Farm agent, Mabel Smith Sharp, online at letmabelquote.com. You're listening to Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com. Now back to more Callaway Cavalier football.
Welcome back to Callaway Cavalier football. 3 seconds left to go.
Jack, can we conjure up a turnover right here to start the fourth quarter?
I'll be happy with that. Well, it's not even the fourth quarter yet. We're still in the third. There's the kick. Going to hit short at the 30, it's the 15. He cuts back up to the middle of the field. We're going to hit him. He gets across the 30, still on his feet to the 35, goes down there, and that'll end the third quarter of play. Westminster will have the ball at the 35. Callaway's trailing by 6, 27-21. We're going into the fourth quarter right here on Eagle Sports.
Hey, y'all, this is your friend Jonathan Moosemouth with King Chevrolet in Valley, Alabama. It's time for King's annual Black Friday sales event. All month long, every Silverado 1500 has 0% for 72 months. Save thousands in interest charges, and I've got them in stock. King Chevrolet is East Alabama and West Georgia Silverado headquarters. Shop us online at kingautocorner.com or kingchevy.net. Better yet, take the short drive to savings to exit 77 off of I-85 in Valley, Alabama. King Chevrolet, find new roads. The moose is loose, y'all. Come see me.
0% with approved credit. See dealer for details.
Flu season is upon us, and we would like to invite you to get your flu shot from Holmes Pharmacy. If you have Medicare or insurance, it could be free. And if you have a big group of 10 or more that would like to get their flu shot, call Holmes Pharmacy, and we can come to you.
Hi, I'm Perry Prather, pharmacist at Holmes Pharmacy. So drop by Commerce Avenue in LaGrange, Georgia. We have your flu shot ready. So come see me or any of my fine staff at Holmes Pharmacy today.
Now back to the field for more Callaway Cavalier football on Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.
Welcome back. 12 minutes left to go in this contest. 27-21, Callaway trailing by 6. And here we go. The players indicating, hey, get up on your feet, fans. It's time to get excited in this fourth quarter. It is 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line for Westminster. They're moving left to right on your radio dial.
They're asking, guys, can you hear me?
Yeah, go ahead.
They're asking to turn the music off the scoreboard. Westminster's complaining.
Well, that's not in our realm of control here. We don't do that. That's
no. I'm just
else.
Just letting you know what's going on. I'm just sideline reporting, buddy.
No, I thought you wanted me to do something about us. I ain't changing no music. Actually, that play's gonna be whistled dead.
No, that says a flag on the field.
Yep.
Greg, give us a turnover, buddy.
They're going to back them up 5. That's just the 4th penalty. 25 yards in penalties so far tonight for Westminster.
And guys, so far so good. The script we laid out for the Callaway Cavaliers in the second half, they've held to it. We can just if we can just hold them right here, get a 3 and out, and get that football back. We're within a touchdown and an extra point from the lead. Crowd's on their feet, Jack. Everybody's excited.
1st and 15 for Westminster. They turn around, hand the ball off to the tailback. Gets those yards. He
Ball's on the ground.
Ball's on the ground.
Coming in. Attaboy, Greg. Conjure up at turnover, baby.
Exactly what
Just
Tony
like
asked for. And Callaway has the ball now.
Cavaliers got the ball, guys.
Best field position they've had in this contest.
I don't know. The white hats got them all together. Let's see what happens.
Come on.
Now they're going to call it 2nd down, said his knee was down. Are you believing that?
Are you kidding me?
No, we're not.
Oh, tough break for the Cavaliers. My goodness. And the Cavalier sideline is livid again. Oh, my goodness gracious. Nevertheless, 2nd down and 10 now for the Cavaliers as Westminster retains possession of the football.
Second time they fumbled and recovered their own fumble in this second half of play.
See if the Cavalier defense can get a stop, guys.
Willie takes it, hands the ball quickly to the tailback. He's hit hard as he gets across the line of scrimmage.
Good job by the defense. Number 18, Jabril Jackson. Number 14, Javosky Leverett. Of course, J.T. Wortham, Rashawn Lovelace, all in on that stop. Brings up a big 3rd down now for Westminster. 3rd down at about 7, and everybody's on their feet encouraging this defense to get a big stop, guys.
A place I would not want to be is on the bottom of a pile right now at this place in the ball game. 3rd down and 7.
Big moment in the ball game. Clock's down to 11 minutes. 3rd down and 8, Westminster.
It's just 32, Malcolm and the quarterback in the backfield together. They'll fake the handoff to him. He's flushed out of the pocket, going to the far side. Looks, throws it downfield. He's got a man there. Catches it to 40. He's down to the 20.
Wow.
10-5. Westminster will score on that play.
Wow. What a great answer by Westminster. Cavaliers thought they had a turnover, and Westminster strikes big for 7. Touchdown, Westminster.
Well, I know you guys probably didn't see it, but as Wortham was coming through the line of scrimmage, I saw a lot of white T-shirt grabbing from underneath it. And I guess I'm the only one that saw it.
I heard you call it.
And, guys, one thing you'll remember, quarterback number 11, the replacement for Worley, Keller Harper, was a left-hander, and he rolled left and found his wide receiver. That's number 7, Will Dameron, behind the defense. And Dameron took it the distance. And a real momentum killer right there for Westminster.
Westminster considering going for 2 here.
Score now 33, Westminster 21, Callaway.
They're trying to go up by 2 touchdowns and extra points.
And this is the proper call, Jack,
yep.
I think.
It's 2 scores one way or the other, but it's 2 scores that could keep it out of it. He's going to roll to his left, throw to the end zone, and it's going to be caught, and he'll get the 2-point conversion.
Wow. They ran that little two-point play, guys. They rolled to the left again. A left-handed quarterback found his receiver open in the back of the end zone. He kept both feet in. So now with 10:48 to go, your score now, Westminster 35, Callaway 21.
All right, got to answer as we come back. Let's take a break. 35-21 is your score. Westminster leading right here on Eagle Sports.
Touchdown! Great teams bring together skill, the right equipment, and ongoing support. It's a winning combination. At West Georgia Health in LaGrange, our highly rated teams sport medical expertise, state-of-the-art technology, and comprehensive services. For more information or to review our playbook, visit wghealth.org. West Georgia Health. So healthy together.
The action continues now with more Callaway Cavalier football on Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.
Welcome back. My goodness gracious, what a kick, but we're going to take it back on the 2. Nice block to the 15. Maynard up to the 20. Down the line. Gets hit late. There's the flag.
Yeah, we got a flag coming in.
That's a long flag. That's a long dart he threw.
He got nudged out of bounds there. Good call. So that's going to move the Cavaliers about 15 yards on up the field. So still got plenty of time. 10:38 to go in your ball game. Cavaliers down by 2 scores. Need a quick strike here, guys.
That was one of the prettiest flags I've ever seen. It had a little weight on it. Kind of flew across the air. Looked like a lawn dart. Mark and see where he went out of bounds to mark it up the field.
That's going to put the Cavaliers out near their own 40. Good field position to start this drive. So going to move it past the 40, out almost to the 43-yard line. So Cavaliers need a quick strike, Jack. They need the clock is working against them now. 10:38 to go, down by 2 scores.
All right, so here we go. Ball's resting on the 43.
It's funny, Jack, how we thought we had a fumble, and then Westminster's able to come back and score. What a momentum swing that was.
Yep. Sanders hands the ball off. He makes people miss everywhere he goes. Funding is down, still across the 45, down to the 42-yard line goes Cedric Maynard.
First down for the Cavaliers. Cedric ran that little counter tray, as we call it, the old Washington Redskin counter tray. Got ahead for a first down at the 41-yard line of Westminster. 10:30 to go now. Clock stopped while they move the chains. 1st and 10, Cavaliers.
And you talk about a quick hit. He was almost a shoestring tackle away from getting gone.
Takes a snap. Fakes the handoff. Rolls to his right. Looking. Comes back to the middle. Still on his feet. Looking. Now he's going to have to run it. Goes out of bounds across the 40. So it'll be 3rd down and 9. Second down 9, excuse me.
Play picked up about 1 yard. Good coverage in the secondary that time by Westminster. Braylon had nowhere to go. Thought he had Cedric out here in the flat by himself, but as we said, good coverage by Westminster. Gets out of bounds to stop the clock. 2nd down now at about 8. Ball's at the Westminster 39-yard line. Westminster up by a score of 35-21.
Here they come. There's a snap. Brandon's going to hand the ball off to Cedric. Cedric goes upfield, doesn't like what he sees, cuts back again, still on his feet, and finally he'll step out of bounds back at the line of scrimmage.
Again, good job by the Westminster defense, able to string that play out. Cedric had really nowhere to go, and luckily he got out of bounds to stop the clock. So we got a big 3rd down here, guys. 3rd down now at about 8. We may be getting in 4-down territory here for the Cavaliers.
I think for sure.
Let's see exactly what happens on this play here.
Well, we got 2 scores we got to make up here with 10 minutes left to go. Brethren will wait on the shotgun snap. Takes it. Steps back. Got a man in his face. Rolls out to this near side. Throws it down the field. Actually, fakes the throw. Go out of bounds at the 41. He had a man open down here, Tyreek Frazier.
Boy, they brought the pressure again that time as they did earlier in the game. Had flushed Cedric out of the pocket to the left side. Really outnumbered the Cavalier offensive line. There were more people there than we had to block. So Jack comes down to this. 4th down now at about 7 for the Cavaliers. They need to get down to the 31-yard line of Westminster. So big 4th down play right here for the Cavaliers. 9:57 to go in your ball game. Cavaliers down by 2 scores, 35-21.
We have converted 1 4th down earlier in the ball game.
Play clock's at 12, plenty of time.
Quads to the far side. Braylon's all alone in the backfield. He'll take the snap. Looking. They had a rush in the middle. We throw and we don't even see the ball coming. Cedric was looking at the
Cedric.
field. There's the flag. Late flag.
Might be an interference call on Westminster.
And
flag
that
came in late. Let's see what happened.
The flag hit Cedric.
Boy, the Westminster sideline exploded over there, but that looks like it's going to be the call, Greg. Can you see it?
Pass interference
That's exactly
against them.
right. That's exactly right. Cavaliers with a big break right there. They get another set of fresh downs.
Woo! They're discussing it, and they'll start to mark off the penalty. That'll be a first down. Down inside the 25-yard line, looks like.
Not only a first down, Jack, but more importantly, that clock stopped with 9:52 to go here. Cavaliers need 2 scores. Going to mark it down inside the 25 at the 23-yard line. First down and 10, Callaway.
Here we go. They look to the sideline, get the play. Brethren will have Maynard to his left. Backs up, looking downfield. He'll throw it. We'll step up, catch the ball down at the 5.
Good job that time by the receiver. Is that number 11, Joe Brown, coming back to the football. Ball's going to be complete down at the 5-yard line. It's going to be first and goal for the Cavaliers. With 9:44 to go in your ball game.
Hey guys, we got Braylon Sanders down on the sidelines. Like he's got a cramp in his hammy, so they're going to bring a new quarterback in real quick.
That'll move number 2, Dre Martin, into the quarterback position. So they'll have to do some quick shuffling right here. I hope Braylon's okay over there. I hope it's not that knee he's been battling.
Yeah, it's just back of his left knee. He'll be fine.
We have some medical personnel up here in the booth. We can send down if we have to. And, again, a new cadence. And
golly,
there's going to be a penalty on that one. Legal procedure against us. They'll back us up 5.
So Dre Martin in at quarterback. Dre's got some experience there. Hadn't played there this year. Did a lot of quarterbacking for us last year. So Dre's a good athlete right there. He'll make the right calls and really present some problems for the defense. You may see that option right here. Got 2 really good runners with Dre Martin and Cedric Maynard in the backfield.
Waiting on the shotgun snap. Dre takes it. Going to hand the ball off to Maynard. Maynard cuts back inside. Down inside the 5, still on his feet. He'll be hit down. They'll mark him at the 6, Greg?
7.
All right. Clock continues to tick.
Found a little seam up there. Cedric did. Second down and goal now for the Cavaliers. They hurry back to the line of scrimmage. Clock continues to run. Callaway down by 2 scores. Threatening here with 9:15 to go into fourth quarter.
Ball's on the 6-yard line.
Waiting. Takes the snap. Rolls to his right. Cuts back inside, does Dre. Inside the 5, down to the 2.
Going to mark him down at about the 3, guys.
So that'll bring up third and goal now for the Cavaliers.
That was a good job by Dre to see that opening there in the middle of the field. Everything was moving to the outside. So were they. Cuts back and picks up the extra yardage. Now inside the 5 at the 3.
Dre's a good ball carrier. Cavaliers fortunate to have 3 great athletes running at the quarterback position. Right now, third down and goal for the Cavaliers. Clock down to 8:40. Coach Napier getting the play call in. Play clock down under 10. Cavaliers at the line of scrimmage.
Staying in the shotgun set. Dre takes it. Going to hand the ball off to the big man. He's going to go to the left side. Touchdown, Callaway Cavaliers.
No flags. Cavaliers within 1 score now, Jack, with 8:24 to go in your ball game.
Woo!
Westminster 35, Callaway 27 with the extra point to follow. 8:24 to go in your ball game.
Tell you what, defense has got to step up big time when they kick the ball off again in just a minute. 35-27, waiting on the point after touchdown. Snap, hold, kick is up. And the kick is good. Go Noah Stevens. 8:24 left to go. 28-35. We're in the second round of the playoffs, and it sure does feel like it right here on Eagle Sports.
Synovus Bank is here. And here, well, it's here in LaGrange, Georgia. Here is where the food people turn their ideas into business realities because the bankers at Synovus understand what it means. Synovus, the bank of here, serving you locally as Commercial Bank and Trust. Banking products provided by division of Synovus Bank. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
You're listening to Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com. Now back to the field for more Callaway Cavalier football.
8:24 left to go in this contest, 35-28. Woo, man, what a ball game. What a ball game.
What a second half, guys, by the Callaway Cavaliers. Regardless of the outcome of this game, there's no quitting these guys. Down 24-7 at the half. They've come back to within one touchdown of tying this ball game up.
There's the kick. Kicks down, taken at the 12-yard line up to the 15. He gets across the 20 to the 22-yard line. That's where Westminster will have it 1st and 10.
Good coverage by the Cavaliers that time as J.T. Wortham again, Rashawn Lovelace down on the coverage again. We're able to hold Westminster down at their own 22-yard line. So Cavalier defense comes out on the field needing a big 3 and out. 8:18 to go in your ball game. Cavaliers down 35-28.
Here we go. 4-man front for Callaway. Westminster's quarterback takes the snap, turns, hands the ball off quickly to 32. He's going to find a hole in the middle of the field. Be brought down across the 35.
Wow, touchdown saving tackle by Dominique Copeland from his defensive back position. Really did a good job of open field tackle. Number 32, that scat back Malcolm, he was gone if not for the play by Dominique Copeland.
8:13 left to go. Clock continues to tick. 35-28, as we mentioned, a first down for Westminster. Got to shut him down. Actually, the officials may have shut him down.
Got a procedure call
against them.
This Westminster, so I'll back them up 5 now. Instead of 1st and 10, be first down at 15. Ball all the way back on the Westminster between the 30 and the 31. Jack, they got to get out to about just past the 46 for a first down.
So 15 yards down the field they've got to go. I'd love to force them back inside the 20.
I'll take a turnover right here, guys. If somebody can conjure one up, that'd be great.
Greg did last time. Let's see if he can do it again. There's the snap. He's under center. Going to step back. Hand the ball off. Excuse me. Actually, the quarterback keeps it. Going to throw it out into the flats. Ball's incomplete. Good coverage by Dre Martin.
Good pressure that time by the Cavalier front. Dre Martin on the coverage out here. I was hoping he'd throw that a little short. Dre was in good position to pick it off. Pressure came from number 14, Javosky Leverett, and number 10, J.T. Wortham. That brings up 2nd down and 15. And more importantly, that clock stop, Jack, was 7:43 to go in your ball game.
All right, here they come. Single back in the backfield. Takes it. Hands the ball off to him.
Wow.
And he's hit hard. He's going to get just a couple of yards up the field. That'll bring up 3rd down now and about 13.
Big stop that time by number 18, Jabril Jackson, and number 52, Keegan Ramsey. Teamed up to make that tackle after about a 2-yard gain. Brings up 3rd down now at about 12, Jack. 7:20 to go in your ball game. Cavaliers need to get off the field and get that ball back to the offense. Big play here, Jack, in your ball game.
You know, a turnover would be huge, so we don't have to have that punter come in and pin us back deep. Or let's
play
pin
clock
them back
down
further.
to 8.
Lots of motion.
And Westminster's going to take a timeout.
They have to. It takes down to 1 second. 6:56 left to go. 35-28 is your score. We're going to take a timeout. This timeout's brought to you by Troup County Sheriff James Woodruff, who reminds you to tell your kids not to text and drive. Right here on Eagle Sports.
Struggling to falling behind, struggling to keep up with your kids, your finances, your insurance, your life, then let State Farm in LaGrange help you simplify and get to a better state. Because with Matt Orr handling your auto, home, and life insurance, you'll have more time to handle everything else. More money, too. Because adding State Farm policies earn discounts that could add up to 40% and actually help you get ahead. Call State Farm agent Matt Orr in LaGrange today and get to a better state with State Farm. Discounts may vary state to state.
You're listening to Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com. The action continues now with more Callaway Cavalier football.
Welcome back. 6:56 left to go. 35-20 is your score. It's 3rd down and 12. Westminster has the ball. Quarterback takes it, rolls to this near side. He's got some pressure. He throws back to the far side. And it's picked off.
Oh, incomplete. Oh, a dangerous,
thought he had it.
Dangerous throw that time by the quarterback. Woolley really got away with one. Nobody over there but the Cavalier defense. Courtney Williams almost picked that one off and could have walked into the end zone. But nevertheless, clock stops with 6:50. Good job by the Cavalier defense. 4th down now, and they're forced to punt.
All right, Dre Martin, who's been such an instrumental part of this team all year long, he's back alone at the 20. If he can run this back at least up to the 40, the Cavaliers have a great shot of putting this ball back in. And again, to tie this ball game up.
Looking for Braylon Sanders. I will talk about that in just a minute.
There's the kick. Not as deep as it has been, but it's going to bounce at the 20. And we're going to pick it up and get up the field to the 20 again, going out of bounds at the 24. So, hey, that's another 7 yards up the field. That does help us.
That's a good job by the Cavalier defense. Good job by Dre Martin. Looking down there to see if I can see Braylon Sanders. Braylon was on the sideline stretching out that cramp, and it looks like he is coming back into the ball game, Jack. So with 6:36 to go, Cavaliers down by a touchdown. This is what you work hard for all year, what you do the weight room for. Everything you've got, leave it out on the field. And the Cavaliers are 1 touchdown behind.
So from the 23-yard line, here we go. 35-28 your score. 6:36 left to go. Callaway has the ball. This put him in wide left and right. Twins actually a slot receiver back to this near side. Sanders will take the snap. Hand the ball to his tailback who cuts up to the middle of the field. Going to get close to the 25. They'll show just short at the 24.
Another shoestring tackle that time by number 59. We've called his name. Ollie has been all over the place tonight. Cedric had a little gap there, was only able to gain 2 yards. Boy, it could have went a long way except for Ollie, number 59, made a good tackle.
Play clock at 18. Westminster moving some guys around, adjusting to a 4-man front. Takes the snap, fakes it off. Looking, has a man in his face. He's going to be brought down from behind at the 15.
Ball's on the ground, guys.
Oh, no. Westminster has it at the 15. Oh.
It looked like Cedric took a shot across the face mask. Braylon took a shot across the face mask, but there was no call. Ball came out. Westminster recovers deep in Cavalier territory at the 15-yard line. 5:59 to go. So the Cavalier defense with their backs against the wall really got to shut it down right here and just hope that Westminster will turn the ball over.
My goodness gracious. Here comes Westminster.
Going to run as much clock as they can, Jack.
Got that box to the left side, yep. Puts a man in motion. Looking for the quarterback to spin around here. He does. He's going to keep it and go upfield. We've had trouble defending this all the time. He bounces to the outside, down to the 5-yard line.
You know, again, Jack, that was just a case where Cavaliers hit him in the backfield. Quarterback did a good job of concealing the football and was able to escape around the right side. And it looks like he's going out of the ball game now with a little leg injury, maybe. Of course, number 11 coming into the game.
He's been very effective.
Keller Harper's been very effective so far, so he's into the ball game now. 2nd down and 1 for Westminster.
Cavaliers making adjustments at the line of scrimmage. They spin down, hand the ball off to that quick little back on the jet sweep from the far side. We're going to stop him at the 4-yard line, maybe about the 3.
Nevertheless, that's going to be a 1st and goal for Westminster, Jack. Clock is stopped as they move the chains. 5:15 to go here in your ball game. Cavaliers down by 1 score, 35-28. Westminster's 1st and goal inside the Cavalier 3-yard line.
So here they come again. Play clock down to 15. Put a man in motion. Quarterback will spin around, keep it, go across the line. He jumps up, he's hit, and he goes in for the touchdown.
A valiant effort by the Cavaliers that time. They hit him at about the 1, but number 11, the quarterback, Keller Harper, fell forward for what might be the game-winning touchdown, Jack, and that puts Westminster up now by a score of 41-28. 5 minutes to go in your ball game and the extra point to follow.
They swing the gate, bring it back over. Ready to attempt the point after touchdown. Snap, hold, kick is up. And with plenty of leg and right down the middle, he puts it through. 5:01 left to go, 42-28 right here on Eagle Sports.
Good food. Where do you find it? Because when you spend your hard-earned money, you want good food. So the place you'll find that good food is at Rogers Barbecue on LaGrange, where they only serve American-grown catfish, barbecue cooked to perfection, and with all the fixings to make it worth every penny. Rogers Barbecue is locally owned and run with care since 1945. Come eat with us Monday through Saturday from 11 to 9, or use our carry-out window. Rogers Barbecue, New Franklin Road, LaGrange.
Now back to more Callaway Cavalier football on Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.
Welcome back. Here we go. Ball will rest on the 40. And Greg, you got your ears on?
I do.
There he is.
Get your batteries replaced, buddy.
I need to be rejuvenated every once in a while.
I ain't talking about yours. I'm talking about the microphone.
Oh, yeah. We got that going.
Okay.
Right, here they come. They kick the ball off. This will go deep, probably into the end zone, and it does. They'll bring it out to the 20. And that's where the Cavaliers will have it 1st and 10 with 5:01 left to go. So we don't get to run it back. But, hey, a couple of big plays.
Cedric can find a little crease and get a little seam.
Hey, plenty of time, guys.
RE/MAX Results Agent Hilton Swanson. He'll work with you to find the place that you want to live and take care of all the details from negotiations to paperwork. So like Hilton Swanson on Facebook or call 706-594-7216. His advice is free and his work is invaluable. When you're ready or just getting ready to buy your home, talk to RE/MAX Result Agent Hilton Swanson today.
You're listening to Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com. Now back to more Callaway Cavalier football.
Welcome back. Little screen pass in the middle. And
there's Ollie again, Jack. Ollie's last name is Baugus, and Ollie's been all over the field tonight. He had Cedric lined up in the crosshairs. Callaway tried to run a little screen, and Ollie was right there with him to make the play.
Right now his name is Bagus because he keeps bagging us up in the backfield.
We have called his number a lot tonight from his nose tackle position. He's had a good ball game.
There's a snap to Braylon. He's going to roll out to his right. No pressure. Those are across the middle. Complete at the 40, down to the 40. He'll get to the 42. A first down, getting close to midfield.
Good complete out there to Joe Brown as he ran a little post pattern out across the 40-yard line. Cavaliers got first down now. Move the ball out to their 43. 4:22 to go in your ball game.
Stops the clock.
Stops the clock while they move the chains. Cavaliers down by 2 scores.
Clock winds back up. Braylon, time again. Actually, they got a rush this time. Going to swing it out. It's going to fall incomplete. But, man, they had a big rush. 3 men coming across the line of scrimmage.
And, Jack, every time they brought a big rush, they've always had somebody eyeing Cedric Maynard. They tried to slip Cedric out in the flat over there that time, but number 17, number 55, I believe that's Ollie again, was right there with Cedric, and if he'd completed, he would have been dropped. So Westminster's doing a good job on defense, getting pressure and knowing where Cedric Maynard is.
Here we go. Twins to this near side, still in the shotgun. Braylon takes it, fakes the handoff, rolls to his right, looking, throws across the middle of the field, complete to Dre. Down to the 35, down to the 32-yard line.
Good throw and catch that time. The main thing about that, Braylon had a little time. He was able, with no pressure in his face, was able to step into the throw and hit Dre down into Westminster territory. Ball's going to be marked at their own 32-yard line, 1st and 10, Callaway.
Braylon seems to be a lot more comfortable than he was earlier. He takes the snap.
He
fakes the handoff. Ball's on the ground.
And it slipped out of his hands, and they've
still
got it
on the ground, and they've got it.
Wow. It looked like his arm might have been going forward, but the official doesn't see it that way, so another turnover for the Cavaliers. And, Jack, that's going to be the story of the ball game.
Yep.
Way too many mistakes by the Cavaliers tonight. A valiant effort to come back, but the turnovers and the penalties, you just can't do that at this level and expect to advance to the next round. All these teams are good. Westminster doesn't need any help, and the Cavaliers have given them way too much help tonight.
Man, that's going to be tough to recover from. 3:56 left to go. We're trailing by 2. 2 scores. And a timeout's going to be called.
The officials are going to stop that. I'm not.
No, why they
maybe to reset the clock.
They had they let Westminster bring one more play on the field.
That was nice of them. Go hand the ball off to the little tailback. He's going to scoot around that outside. Cuts off and goes out of bounds. And, boy, he looks like he's just on a pair of skates on that outside.
He's really quick around that right side. Cavaliers had a shot at him in the backfield. Number 8, Rashawn Lovelace, but he was able to run out of that tackle and get ahead for about 7 yards. Going to mark him out at the 47-yard line. He did get out of bounds, and that stops the clock with 3:50 to go in your ball game. Westminster 42, Callaway 28.
Just let a man wide out to this near side. Play clock at 19. Put a man in motion back to the far side. Quarterback turns. He's going to keep it. Gets the first down and more across the 50. Still on his feet to the 40. And finally we bring him down at the 36.
That's number 11, Keller Harper, with a good run that time. Good, tough run. Cavaliers reaching, trying to strip that football. Harper kept those feet moving, was able to get ahead for a nice gain and a first down. Moves the ball inside the 40 of the Cavaliers down to the 37-yard line. And another set of fresh downs for Westminster as they wind the clock. Clock down now to 3:43 to go in your ball game.
Westminster taking all the time they can, trying to put this thing away. Just put him on, and wind out to this near side. Quarterback Keller will take it, turn, hand the ball off. He'll cut back to the inside. He's hit hard. Number 21, Courtney Williams. He'll get close to a first down, though, down to about the 26-yard line.
Still not down. The Cavaliers trying to strip that football. Little chat down there amongst friends. Both teams exchanging
cell phone numbers.
Yeah. So they call each other.
Text me after the ball game.
Officials get it under control quickly.
Oh.
Cavaliers reaching, trying to strip the ball and not able to. And frustrating night for the Cavaliers. 3 minutes to go now in your ball game, down by 2 scores. Just a really, really frustrating night for them. A lot of mistakes is going to end up costing this ball game, Jack.
Number 11, Harper, still in at quarterback. Puts a man in motion. Spins around, going to keep it. Goes on that left side to the 20, and he picks up the first down.
Tackle by
late flag.
Tackle by number 7 over there for the Cavaliers. That's Travis Traylor in his outside linebacker position, so we do have a flag down.
I think that may go against us.
I think they're just looking for something, and anything that came in late like that, you're going to probably tack on 15. Or in this situation, probably half distance to go.
The Cavaliers.
Personal foul against the Cavaliers. So
I think there was some language being exchanged on the far side.
If the flag was thrown on the other side of the field, so we're not sure exactly what happened right there. But nevertheless, that's going to move the ball closer to the Cavalier goal line. Going to mark it down inside the 10 at the 9. So now we got another flag. That's thrown by the umpire.
We got unsportsmanlike on one of the defenders.
On top of the previous?
Yeah, I'm not going to mention a number, but yeah, he didn't like. He had something to say, so they throw another one.
Got it unsportsmanlike against the Cavaliers, so that's going to cost the Cavaliers a little more time.
Half the distance.
Frustration starting to boil over a little bit for the Cavaliers, guys. Really a valiant comeback in the second half, but really just too many mistakes to overcome, and too big of a hole dug in the first half for the Cavaliers to come back from. So let's see what the officials are going to do here now.
2:38 left to go, and it's still not knee step at time.
Ball is actually marked down inside the 5.
They're going to bring it back to the 4.5. That's what the side judge. He was at the 9, halfway to. They're as frustrated, I think, as maybe Callaway is.
Looks like we got it now. So the officials are going to wind the clock.
Stay in the shotgun set. Harper will be the quarterback. Spins around, keeps it, goes up the middle, and he'll go in for a touchdown.
Quarterback Williams, they've ran that play all night long, Jack. And again, they do a great job of hiding the football from the Cavalier defense, and that time was no exception. The Cavaliers couldn't locate the ball, and quarterback Harper was able to get in behind his center and go in for another touchdown, and that makes the score now Westminster 48, Callaway 28. 2:25 to go here in the ball game.
It was terrible. That score does not tell the story of this ball game at all. Well, how hard fought it was.
Well, it was a good, Cavaliers got back in it down by 1 score. Westminster had the answer for them. Yeah. They made the plays when they had to.
Snap, hold, kick is up. And the kick, as it has been all night long, is good. 49-28.
Well, now we got another flag, Jack. So
let's go ahead. Let's step away from this for a minute and get our bearings. as the Cavaliers right now are trailing with 2:25 left to go, 49-28, 60 seconds. Back to the station on Eagle Sports.
In sports, free agents are free to find a team that offers the best deal. That's why Grange only sells their coverages through independent insurance agents. They're free to find the best team to protect your auto, home, or business.
Mallory Agency considers Grange their go-to company for their combination of great value and outstanding claim service. Call Mallory Agency at 706-884-3339 or visit their website at www.MalloryAgency.com.
Products not available in all states. For the past 27 years, Parkway Mitsubishi has been the go-to place if you're looking for a pre-owned vehicle. We have a reputation for stocking the sharpest, best-looking, high-quality cars, trucks, vans, and SUVs in the area. We also will not be beat when it comes to price. And with over 45 different banks, we can handle just about any financing situation. We're also the home of warranty for life with all of our premium pre-owned vehicles. And with over 400 vehicles to choose from, Parkway Mitsubishi is the place to buy your next pre-owned vehicle. To see our complete inventory, check us out online at parkwaymitsu.com.
Now back to the field for more Callaway Cavalier football on Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.
Welcome back. 49-28 is your score right now. Westminster will be kicking the ball off from the 45-yard line like he needs more help.
He may kick this one over to the Coliseum, Jack.
There's the kick.
And he
stutter
did.
Step, yep.
Yeah.
He'll go into the end zone, still out the back. And they'll bring it out to the 20. The Cavaliers will make a last-ditch effort to put some more points on the board.
You know, Jack, as you get ready to wind this game down, 2:25 to go in the ball game. Cavaliers down by 21. As you said, the 49-28 score. You know, people will read this tomorrow and they'll look and see it was 24-7 at halftime. Cavaliers try to make a game out of it in the second half, but bottom line was just too many mistakes. Jack, you can't make these kind of mistakes. Turnovers, you know, we always talk about it each week. Turnovers are important. They're critical. You know, you just can't make them in these types of games, and Westminster did a good job of taking advantage of those breaks.
Back to the eye, as there'll be centers back in there. We go off the right side, still on our feet as we go out of bounds at about the 28-yard line.
Cavaliers hand the ball off to Cedric Maynard, who went around the right side. Got a little short gain, was pushed out of bounds to stop the clock. Actually got ahead for about 7 yards. Second down now at about 3.
He went out of bounds. That stopped the clock at 2:18. We'll split a man wide out to this near side. And number 24, Kalik Swift. Hand the ball off to Cedric on a little draw play. He's up to the 30. The 40. He'll be dragged down from behind at the 43.
Good tackle that time from behind by number 6, Harrison Jones, from his safety position. Cedric was able to get ahead for a good gain. Got a first down for the Cavaliers. Got out across the 40. Clock stopped to move the chains. 2:10 to go in your ball game. Cavaliers down by 3 scores.
49-29 is your score. Bradley trying to draw it closer as he hands the ball off to Cedric, who's just kind of dinking and dunking, trying to find something there, and they shut him down in the middle.
And there's Ollie again making another tackle. I'd be interested.
He's your player of the game,
yeah,
right
got
there.
to be. Yeah, he doesn't look like your typical nose man, tall, lean, skinny.
Yeah.
But boy, he's got a motor, and he's had a great ball game tonight.
He and Malcolm, number 32, really have been the guys that have been highly effective for Westminster.
Right.
Braylon's still not 100%. That leg still giving him some problems. He'll go under center. I formation behind him. Takes a snap. Toss sweeper on the right side to Tyreek Frazier. Tyreek reads his block, breaks to the outside, gets to the 50 before he's wrangled in. And brings up third down.
Look who's on top of the tackle again, Jack. Number 55 from his nose tackle position.
Pop into the outside.
Ollie Bagas. Cedric was able to get around that right side for about 4 yards. He got ball marked right on the 50-yard line now. 3rd down and 2 for the Cavaliers.
Cavaliers season ticking down to inside a minute.
Clock's under a minute now.
Just playing for some pride here, keeping their heads up. Trying to play some mistake-free football. That quick little trap to Body. Body picks up the first down inside the 40, down to the 39-yard line.
There's our play we were looking for earlier, wasn't it, Jack?
Yep.
A little quick trap to Brandon, number 9. And you know, Jack, as these seniors, as this season winds down now 39 seconds to go, it's tough on these seniors because it's over so quickly.
Yeah.
You know, they don't realize it until boy, in 39 seconds, they won't be able to wear that red and black anymore out on this field.
Not on this field. Nope.
It's a sobering thought, but Cavaliers still trying to get some points on the board.
Quick hand off to Maynard, who can ride his block. Fights inside the 30. Stays inbounds. They mark him short of the first down, looks like, down there.
They're going to stop the clock, so let's see what.
They're going to move the chains. Okay. I'll take that. 20.8 seconds left to go. After moving the chains, the clock starts moving again. 17 seconds left to go. Brennan will go into center. Takes a snap. Toss sweep. Go around the left side. We're going to reverse our field. Still on our feet, and Maynard's going to be wrangled down. 4, 3, 2, 1, and that will conclude a great season on the part of the Callaway Cavaliers. They end up going 10-2 on the season, but they'll fall to Westminster by a score of 49-28. We're going to step away. Let you hear from some of our sponsors. We'll try to catch up with Coach Pete Wiggins. We'll summarize things and close out a season right here on Eagle Sports.
Good food. Where do you find it? Because when you spend your hard-earned money, you want good food. So the place you'll find that good food is at Rogers Barbecue on New Franklin Road in LaGrange, where they only serve American-grown catfish, barbecue cooked to perfection, and with all the fixings to make it worth every penny. Rogers Barbecue is locally owned and run with care since 1945. Come eat with us Monday through Saturday from 11 or carry-out window. Rogers Barbecue, New Franklin Road, LaGrange.
For the past 27 years, Parkway Mitsubishi has been the go-to place if you're looking for a pre-owned vehicle. We have a reputation for stocking the sharpest, best-looking, high-quality cars, trucks, vans, and SUVs in the area. We also will not be beat when it comes to price. And with over 45 different banks, we can handle just about any financing situation. We're also the home of Warranty for Life with all of our premium pre-owned vehicles. And with over 400 vehicles to choose from, Parkway Mitsubishi is the place to buy your next pre-owned vehicle. To see our complete inventory, check us out online at parkwaymitsu.com.
Touchdown! Great teams bring together skill, the right equipment, and ongoing support. It's a winning combination. At West Georgia Health in LaGrange, our highly rated teams sport medical expertise, state-of-the-art technology, and comprehensive services. For more information or to review our playbook, visit wghealth.org. West Georgia Health. So healthy together.
It's upon us, and we would like to invite you to get your flu shot from Holmes Pharmacy. If you have Medicare or insurance, it could be free. And if you have a big group of 10 or more that would like to get their flu shot, call Holmes Pharmacy, and we can come to you.
Hi, I'm Perry Prather, pharmacist at Holmes Pharmacy. So drop by Commerce Avenue in LaGrange, Georgia. We have your flu shot ready. So come see me or any of my fine staff at Holmes Pharmacy today.
There's a secret to beating injuries or ailments. Get the right team. Emory Southern Orthopedics' well-trained, experienced doctors, nurses, and staff are that team. These teammates listen and understand your specific condition and provide high-quality hometown care that will get you back into your game. For more information about Emory Southern Orthopedics team, visit www.southernorthopedics.com.
The action continues now with more Callaway Cavalier football on Eagle Sports 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.
A difficult ending to our contest tonight. 49-28 is our final score. So Callaway Cavaliers have ended their season. The families, the kids, all the coaches and folks are down the middle of the field. We'll try to catch a quick word with Coach Pete Wiggins in just a few moments. But, Tony, we talked about it before the game. We talked about it during the game. Turnovers, penalties, and field position will get you every time. And all three of those things, especially the turnovers, hit the Cavaliers hard in this second half.
Well, just too big of a hole for the Cavaliers to dig out in the second half, Jack. As you mentioned, they had turnovers and penalties in the first half. They were down 24-7 at halftime. Came out in the third quarter, made a ball game of it, got within a touchdown. But Westminster had the answer for us, and you got to give them a lot of credit. But again, you just can't have turnovers. It's an old cliche, but I don't know I'm thinking at least maybe 5 fumbles tonight, Jack.
Yeah,
I'm thinking lots of penalties.
1 interception, we lost 4 and got 1 back, so 5 fumbles on the ball game.
Yeah, and then the other thing, let's give Westminster credit. They were able to take advantage of their opportunities and the turnovers, and Callaway really only had 1 shot at one. They had Westminster muffed a punt out here about midfield in the second quarter. Cavaliers had an opportunity maybe to do something with it, but Westminster's defense just didn't allow them to make a move. Callaway went backwards, and they just weren't able to. It just wasn't a good night for the Callaway Cavaliers, and they'll tell you that they had a good season, 10-2, and another 10-win season for the Cavaliers, a region championship. But in a game that they're going to walk away, you take away those, even though turnovers and penalties are parts of the game. If you take away that, you might have had a different outcome. But no excuses. Cavaliers just didn't play well and shot themselves in the foot way too many times. Congratulations to Westminster. Good luck to them next week as they move on to the 3rd round.
They were playing the winner of which team?
Adairsville and Jackson.
All right, I'll try to find that in just a second. Look at Buford, a big winner, 42-0 tonight. Of course, we're falling to them.
Adairsville 28-16 late in the 4th quarter.
Okay.
And just to add salt to the wound, if the Cavaliers could have won tonight,
home field advantage,
they would have had home field next week against Adairsville. Adairsville is a number 2 team from Calhoun's region. So, ifs and buts for candy and nuts, we'd all have a Merry Christmas. Speaking of Christmas, it's almost that time, isn't it? Hey. Thanksgiving is next week. It's the holiday season. We got a lot to be thankful for, and I couldn't be more proud of these Cavaliers. I've been on their side for a long time, and really admire Coach Wiggins and his staff and the entire crew at Callaway. The faculty, they do a great job, and these kids. It would have been easy for them to roll over tonight, down 24-7, but they came out in the third quarter, made a game out of it. You and I. We figured out what they needed to do, and they had to stop and got back in.
They did it, yeah.
But the Westminster touchdown on 3rd and 12, a little left-hander roll to his left and hit a receiver wide open behind the secondary to put them back up by 2 scores. Really sort of took the wind out of the Cavaliers' sails. And, again, they just came up short tonight. And as the coach told me one time, the saddest day of football season is when you're having to put the gear up.
Yep.
And now Coach Wiggins and his staff get to face that again. But, hats off to Coach Wiggins and his staff. They did a great job this year. They lose a lot of skilled people off of this team, a lot of great seniors who had really great careers at Callaway, and we'll miss them next year. But graduation comes around for everybody every 4 years, and Coach Wiggins, they'll develop these kids just like they always do, and we'll come back next year and start it over again in August, Jack.
Let's take one more break. When we come back, we'll see if we can catch up with Coach Wiggins, and we'll close things down from Callaway Stadium right here on Eagle Sports.
In sports, free agents are free to find a team that offers the best deal. That's why Grange only sells their coverages through independent insurance agents. They're free to find the best team to protect your business.
Mallory Agency considers Grange their go-to company for their combination of great value and outstanding claim service. Call Mallory Agency at 706-884-3339 or visit their website at www.malloryagencies.com.
Products not available in all states.
Touchdown! Great teams bring together skill, the right equipment, and ongoing support. It's a winning combination. At West Georgia Health in LaGrange, our highly rated teams sport medical expertise, state-of-the-art technology, and comprehensive services. For more information or to review our playbook, visit wghealth.org. West Georgia Health. So healthy together.
First down and goal to go. In the game of football, it takes the skill and effort of a team to reach the goal line. At Commercial Bank and Trust, we know it takes the same kind of teamwork to help you reach your goals of financial security. That's why we offer a team of professionals who are dedicated to providing effective game-winning financial solutions. You'll get the expertise you need from the people you know and trust. Touchdown! Commercial Bank and Trust, a division of Synovus Bank. Flu season is upon us, and we would like to invite you to get your flu shot from Holmes Pharmacy. If you have Medicare or insurance, it could be free. And if you have a big group of 10 or more that would like to get their flu shot, call Holmes Pharmacy, and we can come to you.
Hi, I'm Perry Prather, pharmacist at Holmes Pharmacy. So drop by Commerce Avenue in LaGrange, Georgia. We have your flu shot ready. So come see me or any of my fine staff at Holmes Pharmacy today.
You're listening to Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com. Now back to the field for more Callaway Cavalier football.
Welcome back to Callaway Cavalier football. The Cavaliers have lost this one 49-28. And, Greg, you got your ears on down there? Go ahead.
All right. Here with Coach Pete Wiggins. Valiant effort in the second half. It just didn't turn out like you wanted.
Come up a little bit short on the field tonight, but I tell you what, these guys are winners in the big scheme of things. And I'm talking about our football team and our seniors. They've won so many battles throughout the season, and just so proud of these guys. I love them to death, and everything they've accomplished and overcame.
I've always said, and Coach, a long-time old coach of mine years back said football's for seniors, and these guys are going to look back. Yeah, it didn't end like they want, but they're going to look back and know that they were part of one of the better teams that you've put together in many years.
Well, they end up 10-2, so I'm really proud of this group of guys, and again, their attitude, work ethic throughout their high school career.
All about the leadership, and that's about you, Coach. Hey, thanks a lot. All right, back up to you guys.
All right, Coach Pete Wiggins, disappointed, of course, after this loss, but proud of the young men that he's been coaching all year long. The Cavaliers fall 49-28. Let's quickly take a look at some of our highlights from the third quarter of play, because we did have a few there. We were trailing 24-7 at halftime. We stopped them, made them punt the ball off to us, and then the Cavaliers were able to put some points on the board early in the third quarter. Oh, may not have that cut there. It was a 48-yard run by Braylon Sanders, who took the ball all the way into the end zone. They were able to come back. They got a field goal on us. Then it was 14-27.
Wow, what a great play. Braylon Sanders into the end zone, 60 yards for the touchdown, and the Cavaliers are back in it, 24-13.
The extra point was good, so it was 14-24 at that point. Then Gillikin did kick a field goal. We kind of held them to get into the end zone, so it's 14-27.
And Jack, that was a 52-yard
52-yard field goal.
We
saw someone special.
Yes, we did. Yes, we did.
He's committed to Penn State. The Cavaliers were able to get back onto the board again as Maynard is in a crazy play. And our description probably won't do it justice, but let's take a listen to this one. All right. Listen back again.
It was so good they couldn't play.
It left us speechless. Is what it did.
27-20 now. Cedric Maynard would not be denied. Really had nowhere to go. Made a few people miss on the right side over here. Lunged over the goal line to bring the Cavaliers within 7. The extra point to follow.
Again, the quarterback Sanders was going down, flipped it up to Maynard, and he was able to find his way around on really a highlight reel kind of play, and brought us to within a touchdown at that point. It was 21-27, but again, we fumbled the ball down inside the 15. They were able to score pretty quickly. Maynard does get a touchdown later on, but then they just kind of pile on because our mistakes continue, and we end up losing this one 49-28.
You're exactly right, Jack. It was a game with turnovers, and the Cavaliers had way too many to try to keep themselves in the game. But congratulations again to Westminster as they go on to the next round. Looks like they might be playing Adairsville.
Yep, they won tonight.
And Adairsville is a number 2 seed, so they'll be hosting that game next week. So good luck to Westminster as they continue on what they hope will be a path to the Dome.
Still has been a great season for the Callaway Cavaliers this year, going too deep into the playoffs. That's one of the first things you start off with as you set your goals for the season is to get to the playoffs.
Right.
And they did that very effectively. A great win last week against Hart County, and then continued with a good game, a well-fought game, but just a few too many mistakes kept the Cavaliers from winning this one. But not a season that you want to hang your head on. You want to keep your head up about this one. A 10-2 season on the year, and just have been proud of the way Coach Wiggins and his staff has worked with these kids.
No doubt, and we'll always be proud of these guys. Again, it didn't end like we wanted it to, but it is disappointing. And I look down here on the sideline, number 1, Tyreek Frazier. As we said, he's one of the seniors we'll be losing, and it's starting to set in a little bit now for some of these seniors that there won't be any more Friday nights in that red and black out here for the Callaway Cavaliers. Some of them we'll see playing on Saturday. Yep. Obviously, they'll have another opportunity to play, but it won't quite be like playing for Callaway High School on Friday night in high school football. here at Callaway Stadium, and under these lights, it's just it's kind of sobering, when it hits you right between the eyes. But we'll think about this group, and we will remember how many exciting plays Cedric Maynard provided, and Dre Martin and Braylon Sanders. He'll be back next year, and Dylan Johnson, and just all of them. Defensively, J.T. Wortham. My goodness, how many highlights!
Wow.
How many highlights did those guys provide? And you and I were lucky to be able to see a lot of them. You and I, and Greg, and of course Coleman. We've been pretty fortunate to watch these kids grow, and it's been a blessing and a joy to watch it and cover Callaway football with you guys. And it's always a lot of fun.
It's been a lot of fun this season. Excuse me. Now, tomorrow morning, we will have our last Saturday morning quarterback show live from the McKee showroom. Brandon Brooks will step in Tony's role, and they may start the show on time this week because Brandon's a punctual fellow.
You have a point there. I hadn't thought about that. Coleman may replace me. And it's all my fault. I'm always late.
Well, no, you're exactly on time for whenever the show starts with you in it.
Yeah.
But
thanks, Jack.
The Cavaliers have fallen. They're starting to cut the lights out on us. So here they're flashing it, telling me that
turn out the lights. Party's
over, baby.
But real quick, Greg, some final thoughts from you.
Well, you could just sense it in Pete's voice, and he knew, and I think you guys would agree. We've been together here, I don't know, probably 6 years calling Callaway, and my personal feelings, just walking the sidelines, this is probably one of the better teams, even though it's a 10-2 team. And Tony, you and I had that opportunity to go 2-3 years ago to Buford. I don't know that this team is not as good or better than that team. And I just feel so bad for these guys.
You're exactly right, Greg. We've been playing long enough. No, it's okay to get beat, but when you beat yourself, it's hard to swallow. It's really frustrating. But, again, it is what it is, and congratulations to Westminster.
Absolutely.
All right, well, we're going to shut things down here at Callaway Stadium for Coleman, for Scott and T-Bird back at the station, for Nakovia, who's been with us all season long, who's over in Alabama doing some games for Eagle. For Tony, for Greg, I'm Jack Mormon. We appreciate you, and we'll see you next season on the radio.
Hi, Ben Jackson with Jackson Heating and Air. Cooler weather is on the way. Make sure your unit is ready to keep you, your friends, and your family comfortable this holiday season.